Let's go! Come on back. Letting everyone know for the recording, we changed some stuff about spells. AoE physical element spells like Fireball, Tidal Wave, stuff like that can affect boats. Eldritch Blast, get that shit out of my game. Alright, last we left off, they're trying to board your boat. I want all of you to give me perception checks.
So, what is the distance for boarding allowed?
Depends on how you want to board. I'll say 30 feet for planks. If
That's
you
a
want to swing over there,
fucking plank.
Yeah, I was about to say that is a long.
maybe they're risking it for the biscuit. You can get closer, or you can swing over with an athletics and fight them.
What was the perception for?
I asked for a perception check.
Oh, what about you?
Let me know what you got.
Nah.
You also have advantage.
Well, oh yeah, I do have that.
I'm joking.
Anyway.
Of course not.
No, I do have advantage.
Of course you do.
Alright,
I
from
got a
top to
19.
bottom, Lorelei has a 9, Rose is 27, Ryoma 28, Sivian 6, Vercon 9, Balaric...
12.
Sorry, right, because he has advantage, 12. Balaric gets a 19.
Alright, so 3 of you that rolled above a 10. You see...
4 of us?
Yeah.
Vercon has advantage, he says.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Vercon. So, 4 of you see this person. Vercon, you know what race that is.
Oh, damn, okay. So yeah, no, the 10...
It is a Githyanki.
Oh, those fuckers!
You see him yelling while he's trying to go downstairs to yell more.
We have identified the captain.
Maybe. You don't know.
Or
at
the
least-
person.
An
Or
officer
at least someone yelling. Mm-hmm.
So, he is still upstairs, yes?
Yes.
Excellent. Now, I do need a clarification, which, with haste, I know I can't. No, it specifies that the haste action must be a single attack. Never mind. Okay. I was thinking, and then it's like, wait, no, I know the answer. Sorry, I don't use haste enough. Okay, so... Fuck y'all, there's a flying gnome.
Alright. Michael has jumped. You see Mario jump, and you all hear the boing as he's now flying in midair.
Excellent.
Boom.
So, centered here, I'm gonna cast Shatter. Which means these 3 here and him. And give me un moment. Shatter!
Okay. Let me roll their saves, and then roll the boat's save as well. Let me use my new dice I got.
Mm-hmm.
Can you ping them again for me? Which ones?
It's the 3 right above the potential captain and the
These
potential
3?
captain. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay, thank you. Alright, so first one. Okay. Second one. Okay. Third one. Okay. Fourth and boat. Okay, so you're in the air and you clap your hands together, and a giant boof of the shatter kicks off, and you see these 3 just fly into the water, completely dead.
Ripshays! And...
But this one does not look really that affected.
Interesting.
And... a zap!
Okay. And then you finger gun him, and it hits him, and now he looks extremely annoyed. Anything else?
Nope, because I don't have bonuses that are useful.
Okay. Alright.
Yes. Let me take this. Okay. And how much does this cost? Okay, that. Okay, great. All right. So is that the house rule on quickening in effect that we talked about, or no?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, in that case, I will subtle spell fireball. Let me see, where do I want to put it? Actually, yeah. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna put it right there.
Okay. Are you putting it... I know this is where you can see, but are you putting it on top of the boat? Like, do I have to roll for the boat?
Yeah, like so. I'm basically like it's gonna hit all those guys, and because like I'm not sure if I can cast it so that it hits them and doesn't hit the boat. Because at the very minimum,
Yes.
I'm gonna hit the mast.
Okay. Just have to ask.
Yeah,
I
just
know to
like,
roll for the boat. Go ahead and
Okay.
post your DC then for me.
and I will be casting it. DC 18.
That means the boat cannot pass it.
Boat needs to start doing some training drills.
Can you guys
Oh.
read your book, Your Tome of Leadership and Dexterity?
I don't think we got one of those yet.
I was
All
being
right, you want,
sarcastic.
can I move the?
Go ahead. Right, you.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
So this thing is burned to a crisp. Let me go ahead. Just do that real quick. Whoop. Same with this guy. This guy, it looks like he did a movement with his hand. And same with
Which guy?
this one back
Can you
here.
ping him? Okay.
And then this guy, he died. Okay.
What about this guy?
I rolled for him.
Okay. Was he hit?
He was affected.
Okay. That's all.
The
I
boat
need
is
to know.
on
Just said-
fire.
All right. And these two dudes look like they made some motions with their hands.
Correct. And all of you
Interesting.
here, someone go get Crown.
Oh.
Okay. All right. Now for my bonus action.
For my next trick.
Let's see. Okay, here we go. No, they're not close enough to do that yet.
For my next trick, I shall make some people learn how to swim. Or maybe they'll drown, I don't care.
Dang. Okay, well, they aren't really close enough for me to do anything with my bonus action to attack yet. However, I will draw. Well, I might want to put it out later, so I won't do that. I know. I will. Where is it? I know it's a. I thought I had. No. Okay, that's not a bonus action. Okay. Well, dang. Okay, I guess I'll let that be. Did I give the order to reload?
Takes your action.
Okay. I thought I gave the order last.
It's fine. I remember I adjusted it. They're going to be
Okay.
reloading constantly and aiming.
Okay.
Yeah. Remember, we
Alright.
don't have its order to aim or you firing the ballista, nothing else.
Okay. Cool. Okay, well, I guess that's my turn then.
Okay.
If they're not close enough for me to use my bonus action.
You guys see this thing right here? He puts something in his mouth, and he walks to the edge of the boat. And I need... Excellent. Both of you two, lovely people, to give me dexterity saving throws. As he holds a torch up and blows a giant wave of fire.
Can I do uncanny dodge or evasion
No.
with this?
Which
You
level?
gotta
Which
learn.
level?
It's magic.
You gotta learn the difference.
Uncanny dodge will be for if you are targeted by a single target attack and hit.
Alright, I need to
If
use
they-
evasion for this one.
It's automatic, but you gotta start remembering that because you ask a lot.
Yeah, I'm sorry. They're so similar. My brain
They're,
just does
they're not, though.
Well,
They are to my brain.
Alright, so you got 12.
yeah.
Okay, cool. You both will be taking half damage of fire.
I'll be taking quarter for fire resistance.
No, half damage. You failed, so it's half damage.
Oh, okay. You just told us you'd both be taking half damage, so you confused
Yeah, she has evasion, so if she would have took no damage, you
Yeah.
did.
me. Okay.
So-
I didn't know. I didn't know you were taking my fire resistance into account right
Yep.
off the bat.
Of course I do. 10 fire damage. As it lets out a massive burp.
All right. Well, just because I still have my spell going,
Bless you.
and I get advantage from Warcaster, I get a 20. I keep my spell.
Lorelai,
Hey,
what are you doing?
let me see what I can do. Do. Boop. 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 Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
He yawned.
Grr. With that there, need to see how far away I am.
Nice.
Can I see him?
They're all on the top deck.
Yeah, they're all on top. Did you move? Because I can't see you move.
I did not move.
Okay.
Can I see him?
You
Yeah,
can
you should
see
be able to
literally everyone on top. All
Okay.
the tokens.
Alright.
Except for the pink and red dotted ones. Those are the crews.
Okay.
Okay, so the guys on the bows of the ship don't exist.
Then,
Yeah.
then I'm going to Eldritch Blast this one.
Okay.
And what? Twice? I believe it's twice.
Yeah, because I think next level we get 3, right?
For Eldritch Blast?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, twice. 1, 2.
Yeah.
Okay. 2 good watery jets of beams fly from her hand and pelt him square into the chest, and you see him like brunt both of them, and he's like, anything else?
No.
Okay. This one. He's gonna fire the ballista. And he misses the boat point blank. Poor man.
Just
Poor
kind of-
man.
Since he's right in front of me, I just kind of watch it go. Meow.
This one's gonna run over. And he's gonna
He's a
shoot a
recent-
ballista.
He's a recent graduate of the Stormtrooper Academy.
He also is really confused as why they're all missing point blank.
He is also part of the recent graduates of the Stormtrooper Academy.
You are dead, good sir. You don't count.
The
This
storm
one.
shooter.
He's
Stormtrooper.
gonna go over here. And he's going to pull out a longbow. And he is going to shoot at Vercon.
Oh my! I'm getting attention.
I mean, you did put yourself out there.
The first one will hit. It is a natural 20. And does a 19 hit on the second attack.
Oh.
Okay. So you will be taking, because you do not have resistance to crit, correct?
Nope.
Okay.
We've not done anything that could potentially help with that.
Correct. I want to
Yeah.
make sure. Okay, give me a second here.
And it's Big Boy who's shooting me, yee?
Correct. You'll be taking 13 damage from the bow. So I need a concentration check.
Yep. One second. I was on the wrong clicking apparatus.
You maintain concentration for now. Even though a 2 would make you maintain. Ryoma.
Alrighty.
You're actually like right here because you were controlling the boat, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but that was just where I was.
Oh, because I didn't move to the map fully. Yeah, that makes sense.
Mhm.
All right, go ahead.
I will use my bonus action to activate my boots.
The winged boots of wings.
Or not my boots. My boots. My boots are the boots of speed. My cloak is the thing that lets me fly.
Which
Yeah.
is pretty much automatic activation whenever you decide to use it.
Yeah.
So weird.
Yeah, it is. Okay, I'm going to. Up. And I will attack this guy with the bop. 18 to hit.
You miss.
I will roll a superiority die to hit instead. So a 25 to hit.
All right, now you hit.
Sure. So I do 11 slashing damage to him.
Don't you get the extra from the D8?
No. When you do the precision one, it just makes it so a miss turns into a hit.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Okay, you have a second attack?
Yep. And I will hit him again with my katana. 28 to hit.
You hit.
For 14 damage.
Okay. You bring the blade down. The first time he tries to block you, you go under the shield arm and you slice up into him, and then the second time, straight across the chest, and he falls to the ground.
Yeah. And I have some fly speed left, and it doesn't look like many of them can swim. So I'm going to fly over the edge of the ship and down so that I'm like half under the ship so that they can't like just attack me with their swords and stuff.
Okay. Give me a
Okay.
perception check.
Okay. 26.
You see a lot of barrels with runes underneath, like on the barrels, and they're glowing a bright purple.
Oh, is it like underneath where I am?
So like you're right next to a window, so you can look in and you see a bunch of like probably 20 barrels, I'd say, and they're all glowing with purple runes on the side of them.
I'll use my item if there's a window on the side of the ship. Like if they open outwards, like it looks like they do. Can I use my item interaction to just close the one that I'm next to?
Yes, you can. You're just like, nah, I'm good.
No, thank you.
Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
This guy is very annoyed at Vercon. So he is going to jump and fly up and greet you. And then he looks at all of you. And he yells, "Parlay for negotiations!" I need all of you to give me charisma. Let me pull up the rules here. 1 second. Oh, it's been a while since I had to do this. The rules.
Charisma checks or saving throws?
I gotta go just see what I put for Carve.
Make a
It's in the rules. Parlay.
persuasion check. All creatures who understand.
Insight check.
Make an insight.
And if any of you, which I believe all of you, minus Lorelei and Balric, will have disadvantage on it.
Why would I
'Cause-
have disadvantage?
You don't.
Oh,
You
No,
illustrated it.
Lorelei and Graves.
Why would I have disadvantage?
Because you are considering yourself a pirate, and you have to obey the rules of piracy.
I'm not a pirate.
You don't count. You be quiet. You're a pirate.
But I'm confused. You said all but Lorelei and
And
Graves?
we'll have it at disadvantage. Meaning you two have a straight roll.
Okay, you just kept saying Graves or Balric, not
Or-
Sibian, which is why I was confused.
Yeah, whatever. Perfect.
Okay.
No one told her what parlay means?
Gross. 9.
My disadvantage is a 24.
Yep. I'm waiting on Vercon. Vercon, are you doing anything?
Call him out, people.
Vercon is flashing of genius himself.
Okay. So, Lorelei, Balric, and Sivian, and Ryoma, you all feel and understand the parlay. Lorelei, you don't know what it means, but the guy does not look like he wants to be threatening. So it is up to you guys to respect it, because he has a look of concern on his face.
Did you include Rose?
Rose, beat the chick.
Easily.
Okay, yes, but what does that do for her?
She can attack if she wants.
She can do whatever she wants on her turn. Sivian!
Yerp. I'll step forward to the edge of the ship. Let's see here. And what negotiations would you offer?
If you mess this up first, I swear to God.
You still had to verbally say it.
You did.
No, that was out of character.
Are you the
Sorry,
captain?
Let me say that up front.
I am a captain.
He looks at the rest of you. He is not
the captain.
Okay, then I will not speak to you.
Okay, DM, just to clarify, so like we're still in turn order, but this guy clearly wants to have a conversation with.
Correct.
Like, how do you want to handle this?
We will see when it goes to someone's turn,
Okay, I guess
and then
that's
we
what
will put a pause on turn order if anyone wants to do negotiations.
Well, considering we only have 2 people who can ignore that,
Well, yeah. Are you doing anything else?
how much am I allowed to do?
I mean, you're technically not a pirate, so you're not bound, but you do know that parlay is a pretty big deal amongst the crew. So it depends on how much you really want to piss off the crew,
That's fair enough.
or potentially not piss them off.
My allyship was my alliance with Captain Ballard Graves here will include me in these negotiations regardless. Where are your loyalties?
Well, we're gonna go ahead, and we're gonna do all of them as they will hold their action. And the enemy crew puts out the fire of the fireball. Rose, you are not compelled by the rules of parlay, as others might be in this term. So what say you?
Making me do shit. Walk over here.
Grumbling to yourself is an action.
That would have been a free action.
Whoever's breathing into their mic, you are not the raging wind. Please calm down.
Sorry, it was most likely my mic picking it up. Alright. Rose will step over there. I'm the quartermaster of this ship. That's our captain over there. And I'm going to point over to Captain Graves. If you wish to speak with us, then I suggest we find a mutual spot. Or you either come to our ship or we go to yours.
Give me a persuasion.
Could it be? Yeah, no. 9.
Yikes.
I don't deal with quartermasters. I deal with only the captain. You! Speak to me.
I pointed to him.
This guy, he walks over and he holds his action. What does the crew do? Actually, I gotta roll for the crew. Hold on. Okay, yeah, they failed. I rolled a 2.
So they have enough of an understanding of parlay to go, oh, we shouldn't do things.
They also see, like, the entire enemy crew no longer doing stuff, so they're like,
Well,
What?
the enemy crew is putting out fires and stuff, so like
well,
they
yeah,
could
but
probably.
they're not,
still-
like, you don't see them, like, loading ballistas or anything.
Okay.
They're all, like, kind of, like, just chilling besides putting out the fire that someone caused. So they will all hold their actions. Burkon.
Well, Rogan don't like that the guy decided to fly up to his face and then declare parlay. So he's gonna disengage and go sit. Well, how tall are the ships from the water?
I'd say probably about, like, 30, 40 feet. You're both
Okay.
the higher one, so 40 feet.
Okay, so he's gonna use haste action, disengage, and disappear under the water
Okay.
by about 10 feet.
Okay.
And just kind of sit in the water with his cloak and,
There, that's the bubbling for air emoji, even though you can breathe underwater.
yeah. And just kind of sit and wait.
Balric.
All right, I will address. It's this guy.
The guy in
This
the
guy,
air.
right? The Get
Correct.
Yankee.
Yep.
All right, I will address him. I am captain of this ship, Ballard Graves. If you wish to parlay, Have your men let down a rowboat, and we will meet in neutral waters. You may bring one crewman to accompany you, if you so desire.
All right, we're gonna put a pause on the turn order then, and they will do just that.
Okay.
Who are the two people that will be going with him?
Yo.
Meet in the middle.
I'm bringing Rose.
The
Sivian isn't
fight-
giving you a choice.
He only said one person though.
Well, this is an interesting debate between the three of you. Carry on.
Rose will look to Sven. I know you're our ally, but you need to stay here.
I already made the proclamation. No one negotiates on my behalf.
He's not negotiating with you. He's negotiating with me in my role as captain of the ship. This does not concern diplomatic relations.
No, but it concerns my safety. If they attack you, they endanger my safety. You are my ally, not my commander. You do not negotiate for me.
I'm
No,
not
but we do
negotiating
negotiate.
for you. I'm negotiating for the ship.
Lorelai,
If we bring two people and they only bring one, it will be seen as a sign of treachery, and this whole thing will fall apart. Stay here.
Brock, because you have a timer, I'll let you have a free action, like free round to go land.
Sure.
You can sit on the windows if you want.
Just kind of like wave at us.
I'll just sit there and I'll just like look up to the Minotaur and I'll be like, so how long have you been a sailor?
I can't believe you're gonna try and talk to. Okay. Anyways, we'll deal with you later.
am I allowed to move?
Yes, you guys can move.
Lorelai's gonna approach Sivian while hearing this, and she's gonna put her hand on his arm and go, Can you please just stay here with me? I feel a lot safer if you stayed.
He turns down to look at the, other captain.
They're not there right now. I'm just putting them there for now. They're on their boat.
For your benefit, Captain Graves and Quartermaster Blackwood,
Right.
space for a minute,
Aye.
will be meeting you for the negotiations. I am Commander Vorskeg, and I will remain here on this deck for the time being, but be warned, my storm will rage should I see any treachery.
My love. You are very full of yourself at times. This is one of those times.
I give them warning if they act without conscience. I will not give them any of mine.
So it's gonna
Points
take
for enthusiasm.
It's gonna take roughly about 15 minutes for everyone to get ready and the boat ready. So your spell will actually end.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I have another.
I was gonna say, while everyone's, obvious, once I saw him fly back to his ship, I was just gonna drop concentration on haste, but people were talking.
Yeah, are you gonna stay underwater?
Yep.
Since you can just feel there? Okay, cool. Give me a perception check.
Just chilling out underwater for no reason.
And after that little proclamation, he'll then go ahead and put an arm around Lorelai, placing it on her shoulder.
You see no sharks at this time.
Lorelai's just kind of lean back to look at Rose and give her a small wink that tries to make it so Sivian doesn't notice.
Rose will give a small hidden smile, like, "Oh, this girl is good."
And both of you give me
need to give him
sleight of
puppy
hand.
eyes.
Sleight of hand?
Give me
Ah,
sleight of
fun.
hand, both of you.
Didn't need to give him puppy eyes either.
No.
18.
Let me get there.
Hold on. I don't even know if my perception can handle that.
It could.
Okay,
potentially.
okay. I might be able. Wait, you're doing the sleight of hand for the wink thing, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So I'm not. Chances are I'm not going to be able to see your smile, but I caught the wink.
Well, I think your passive alone catches the wink.
It does.
Yeah, so that's what I was going off of with your passive, because I didn't ask you to roll perception.
Fair enough.
So yeah, you definitely saw her wink at Rose as Rose turns to leave.
Just rolls eyes.
Miles.
Alright. The boats are down. They go to the middle. Both of you.
Okay.
Boop.
Since it's not an offensive spell, as a precaution, I will cast Armor of Agathis on myself
Okay.
using Subtle Spell.
Okay. So as you guys go down there,
Well,
and
actually,
you're
not
rowing,
using Subtle Spell because there's no point to it.
and you both
just-
row,
yeah.
you see the Gith Yankee and another person appeared on the boat, and it's a woman that's very tall and masculine, like very built, like she
Okay.
don't skip leg day, and she's got a giant warhammer across her shoulders, and she sits there very annoyed.
Ah. Mommy.
Thank you for meeting with me, potentially on negotiation terms. I am Captain Cup.
Pleasure to
His
meet
soul
you,
will make
Captain.
a perfect drinking cup.
I am not from this world, and that is the first word I heard, and that is what I decided to name myself.
I guess it's as good a reason as any.
It's certainly creative.
Thank you. This is Crown. Duh.
Pleasure. Most charming.
Looking
Wow.
up at her.
Since you
Woof.
called the parlay, say your piece.
We have drugs on our boat, along with Crown. And clearly, one of you is a spellcaster. If you continue to do that, it could blow up the drugs, and well, no offense, I'm more concerned about our provider than I am of you killing me.
That's fair. Man's got to protect his profits. Well, what are you proposing as your term?
Either leave us be, or if you must need something in return, you can take Crown here and the drugs.
Oh,
Crown
drugs.
is actually the dealer, and her boss scares me.
All right. Take her off your hands and let you go. It's certainly an appealing offer, but I must ask, as a matter of professionalism, what exactly these drugs do.
We don't know. She sells them
Wow.
in town, and then you see her. I take over from here. I take drug. I sell to city. I pull out scroll. I read scroll. Send message to boss. Boss gives me more drugs.
Does your boss pay you to do this, or is it just like
I
more of a
keep a
duty thing?
percentage, but it is more duty. I am loyal to man.
Ah, I see.
I don't honestly
where-
want to be known as drug traders, so I say we let him keep him.
This is an aside to Rose. I am ambivalent about the whole drugs thing. I don't really care one way or another. But we do have an artificer who might want to examine them at least. How about we just we could see if they want to keep some of them, if you're really bothered about it. But it seems like this woman does all of the dealing on her own. We probably wouldn't.
At the same time, it is still association. And I have some level of morals. Ish.
Your objection is noted.
Hey, Jake, I have a small question. Since they're meeting between the boats, if I yelled, would they be able to hear me?
Correct.
I'm going to just yell out to them, Hey, if you don't mind me asking, what's in the weird magical barrels?
They turn. You see Cup turn. Who the? How did he get?
Rose is just gonna facepalm.
You have a spy on our boat?
No,
He's not a
Ryoma
spy.
probably
He's
sat
a
over there.
swordsman.
He probably ended up over there during the battle and just decided to sit and wait there while we were having the parley. And was being a lazy bastard and not coming back over to our ship.
You see Crown look. I can take him.
You would
As
crush his head between
amusing
your
as
thighs
that
like
would
a
be.
sparrow egg.
It's been a while since I've seen a swordsman from that land.
As amusing as it would be to see a combat between the two of you. How about so Crown? You deal with all of the transactions regarding this drug personally.
Correct.
So they are your sole responsibility.
Correct. If I get caught in town, I get arrested, not you. But no jail has contained me.
I can believe that. So, I am inclined to accept your offer on the condition that you take a small sample of this drug to our artificer to be examined, and that the drugs in question will remain in your sole custody for the entirety of the time you're aboard the ship.
Roll me your persuasion.
$24.
Crown looks. I accept terms. What say you, Cup? I just don't want my ship blown up. You killed enough of me, crew. Plus, those runes on the barrels concern me.
You didn't know about them?
No, I do, but I don't know what happens if the barrels get damaged without her touching them.
Ah, I see.
Her provider is quite scary. He said it will cause a big boom boom.
Very well.
An explosion.
If you
The
blow up
runes-
my stuff willingly, I will crush your head with hammer.
No, I'm just curious. The runes or the drugs themselves, which causes the explosion?
Yes.
Interesting. Artificer's gonna have a field day.
Indeed. But yes, the crew will be given strict instructions not to tamper with your products in any way. As a matter of fact, we'll probably see if we can put them in a locked storeroom just to be extra safe.
Do any of you have a cleric on board?
I point. The loud one.
We do,
yes,
but
the
he's very
obnoxious
grumpy.
one. Can he come over to our ship and perform a ritual so that way our men don't go to his ship?
I beg your pardon?
You don't know about the tale?
Oh, okay, sorry. The way you phrased that confused me, sorry.
Rose smiles and looks at him. I am certain that he would be more than willing to do so.
Perfect. We will come closer then, so that way we can do this transaction, and then we will be about our day. Are you guild affiliates?
Raises an eye at Rose.
No.
Freelancers.
Well, you put up a good fight. Maybe you should consider joining the guild.
Rose was just gonna look at him and with a complete and utter smile, locking eyes. No.
Okay, well, to each their own. Good luck if you fight one of the bigger ones.
For our part, you put up a good fight as well. Perhaps one
second.
of these days we'll meet again on better terms.
Where's Vilcom?
You cannot see Vercon.
Being Vercon.
Most likely. Actually, speaking of him, I actually think that his room has a lock on it.
So, do you agree to our terms to let us leave peacefully? Because, I'll be frank, spells are the bane of normal sailors. I don't have
Perfect.
many spellcasters
Hmm.
outside of myself.
Captain Cup, it seems we have reached an accord.
He sticks
I
a
offer
hand
my
out,
hand.
and he takes your
Yes.
hand willingly.
All right.
And
Well,
and then they will sail there.
The moment
okay.
I see the boats moving, Vercon pops back out of the water. So?
Gremlin!
Another spy! He glares over.
I was just going to look at Vercon, look up at Captain Cup. We are a very weird, motley little crew.
I'm gonna look straight at the
Expect
guy.
weird shit.
I blasted you with a spell and shot you with lightning and came from the ship as I'm pointing towards our ship. How am I a spy? I just went under the water because it's comfy down there. And in case you guys decide to do something treacherous, I don't trust people.
He kind of
Except-
glares
Vercon
at all
does
of
what
you.
Vercon wants.
Except
As
3?
It just kind of shrugs.
he glares as Crown shakes her head and rows away.
All right.
Uh,
I signal. Go ahead.
We've made certain negotiations, and we may need to be storing something in your room. Am I correct in remembering that it locks?
You know I'm gonna be using my forge, so if it's flammable, bad idea.
Good point.
Agreed.
Alright,
That's
so
fine.
they
I'll
will
find one of
move
the unused storerooms.
the boat closer, so that way a plank can be drawn, and all of you see... Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say I signal the crew basically like all clear, stand down, that sort of thing.
After they get up, and what was agreed upon.
Here you go, Michael. You're on the boat now.
Rose, you can explain that to Stivian. I'm going to help coordinate the transfer.
Of course. Darling,
And make sure he knows it was your idea.
I will punt you off of this ship. Because it was also your idea.
No. The thing that
Oh.
they asked him. Yeah, that.
Oh yeah,
that
no, that
part.
one was my idea.
Go on.
Yes.
Alright, so one, we're going to be taking a lovely young lady by the name of Crown aboard our ship, along with her drugs, to sort of drop her off wherever she needs to go. And two, they would like you to go over to their ship and basically perform your clerical duties so that the souls of the dead do not end up with, well, Davy Jones.
He's not a thing in this world.
Ah.
They want me to do what?
Perform clerical duties over their dead. To send their souls to the right place.
They've already gone.
It's something that of a superstition of us surfaces.
But
At least play along.
they died in combats. Their souls have already been carried off to the respective places.
It's for the living. And not all believe as you do. We have our own beliefs up here on the surface.
It's hard to perform these clerical duties, as you call them, when I do not know what it is you believe.
That is fair. But everyone seems to believe a different thing. Now, as I was saying, they simply want you to perform a prayer over their bodies.
Are they part of the guild?
Yes.
And we have accepted to take on this dealer and their drugs to help them finish their deal.
Essentially,
Grace passes by. She's an independent contractor.
that.
I'm disappointed in both of you.
Am I gonna have to share my room?
And
No.
Okay.
you are fine
Look.
as you are.
Right.
Just because they're part of the guild doesn't necessarily we really need to kill them.
He raises an eyebrow.
They're not even important.
But There are
There are no
lower
ranking
rank.
numbers.
The ones that we want to go after are the big names. We want to take those ones down.
And here you two are going to be getting a lesson in warfare soon enough.
So everything's
those
good,
were
yes?
boring.
I don't need to do anything else.
No, they're actually going to be giving you a
Actually-
small sample of the drugs for you to examine.
Yes.
Well,
That. I meant
I
to
still have
mention
a thing that needs to be finished.
that. Well, there's no rush. But whenever you have time, I would like you to examine the sample that they give you, just so we know what it is, what we're dealing with, what it can do, and whether it can be replicated in case it's useful.
You do know I don't know alchemy, yes?
Well, you're the best we've got.
I point over to the man missing limbs.
We do have him.
Well,
He's
that's a
an
good question.
alchemist?
We've been traveling for a little bit. How much of his limbs have regained form?
They don't.
That guy with missing limbs. He has so
Oh.
many people with missing limbs.
Crazy
the-
Hat Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We still need
He's
to
got
get him.
baby legs and hands now.
How,
Like Deadpool.
So, like, Deadpool.
how long does it take?
You don't know. He doesn't know.
Well-
Don't ask these questions.
Just if you assist him, we would be most grateful.
So, while you guys are talking, the boat, Ryoma, get back on your boat.
Are they gonna make me?
They're gonna move closer to your boat, and they get a plank out.
Okay. I'll just like hop up. I'm not gonna use my boots. I'm just gonna climb up onto the plank and walk across.
And then you guys see about 30 barrels being escorted with Crown in the front. And she looks at all of you. Duh. I am Crown.
She is hiding behind her father.
Roll me an insight,
Who?
Me?
Boom.
Lorelai.
Okay. Why? I'm curious. Do. Not good insight. 7.
Yeesh.
Because you went, hide behind father, you're intimidated.
She's intimidated by most females.
That sucks. Duh.
That's an interesting accent, Crown. Where do you
And
hail
you.
from?
You go from the... Not here either. I like your kimono.
Thank you.
Now. These. She slaps the barrel. Can fit a whole lot of jokes. She knocks on it twice on the symbol, and you see it's a ring, like a finger with a ring on it, and then she pulls it out, and then you see she scoops up a little bit of white powder. You want to taste.
No, thank you.
If you could just put it in a small pouch, our alchemist will examine it later.
You see the crazy hat man come over, and he sniffs it. Oh yeah, that's good shit! Then she puts the lid back on and knocks the rune. No. Good luck, crowd. And then you see Cup pick the thing up and then scuttle over, and they pull the plank away.
Okay.
No.
I guess I'm not gonna do anything.
Oh yeah, you gotta do your thing. Go do your thing.
Lorelai,
I
I have seen your powers. Stay here. Keep an eye. They try anything. Blast them.
She's just frantically looking at her father and Graves and Rose and and she basically it's going on, why me?
Or you can go rest.
I will put a comforting hand on her shoulder just because she looks so confused.
She just looks at Graves and goes, eh. I mean,
see,
okay.
Then I'll go
Okay.
across.
While he does that, we'll get to you in a minute.
Mhm.
She pulls out a scroll, and she points at Graves, your captain, you deal with him.
Yes.
And she puts down the scroll and stomps on it and twists her ankle. And a vision of someone appears before you lot.
Okay.
There you go.
I gotta zoom in for
I gotta
recording
zoom
purposes.
in.
She crosses her arms. Hi, boss.
You could
Hi
also
there.
enlarge.
No, I just zoom in.
Here you go.
And what are you lot?
What the fuck?
Who's talking?
Zook.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Rose just gets in the way. Zuck?
Oh yeah. Oh shit! It's you guys.
Hold on. Time out. Who is? Do you know each other?
Am I within hearing shot?
No, you're on the other boat.
Fuck, god damn it.
Vorkon's gonna look at it and go, when the hell did you disappear to?
Well, I told you guys that I was going to be making a lot of drugs.
Yeah, I mean, we were a little worried about where you were. Where you'd been. You disappeared?
Yeah, because I found a place to make drugs. Like, it's not that hard to find out.
Is
So-
someone going to explain to you
Okay.
what has happened?
You dived
explain in
into
a
the
moment.
snow and found a hole.
Well, it's a lot more complicated than that. The spell doesn't last long enough for me to tell the story. I'm Zook Shepin Timbers Turin Namfoodle, the first of his name.
Just like I remember.
Right. Captain Dollar Graves.
She looks at all of you. I go
Second
place
is
to
his
place
name.
with you and sell drugs off your ship.
Right. If she gets caught, let her handle herself. You'll just get her into more trouble.
All right.
That's believable.
Actually, quick question. Where are we headed, Miss Crown?
She looks at Graves. Where are you heading?
Well,
I
I
thought you
keep the
knew a
charts in my-
specific place.
yeah. So
I sell
basically,
city
as far
to
as I
city.
recall,
Right,
Hmm.
boss?
as I recall, okay.
As long as you stop in the city, it doesn't really matter. The goods sell themselves. They're very high quality.
Ah, so you don't have a specific itinerary.
Not particularly. I'm sure that if Vercon actually looks at the drugs, he'll be very impressed. Might be a little bit out of his wheelhouse, but he'll understand the workmanship that goes into that.
Fair
One
enough.
question.
Sure.
Does it explode near fire? Because if so, I need to not look at it while I'm working.
Are you talking about the drugs or the runes?
Yes.
So, yeah. The drugs are fine with fire. If you put them in direct flame, it will make it so that they can't be utilized as drugs anymore. Because you typically sniff it. I guess you could try to put it in your body some other way once you've melted it down.
Oh no.
But it's probably not safe to do.
Okay.
Oh, the
well,
runes.
boom.
Yes, the runes will go boom. That's more so to make sure that if somebody does try to look in the barrels, say, once you're at port, that you won't get caught with a bunch of drugs. You'll just
Reasonable.
be caught with a bunch of explosive barrels, which in some places is not as bad.
In most places, that's not as bad. So long as you
Yeah.
actually warn the idiots. Well,
Yeah.
okay. Let's face it. They're idiots, so...
Yeah, it really depends on the type of drugs. These drugs are hella illegal.
This
I'm
man.
not surprised. But it's good to see you.
It's good to see you guys too. I'm surprised you guys are alive.
We are too. Let's be honest here.
Honestly, if I have to be completely honest with you, I'm actually surprised Sivian is still here.
Yeah, he's over on the other ship currently working on
Hey, that's my
clerical
dad!
duties. Yeah, Lily has a daughter.
I'm not saying that he's incapable and uncapable in combat. I'm just saying that he's not really a surface person. If you catch what I'm saying.
True. Also, in other news, we're not with Roberts anymore.
Oh,
We left him.
Yeah, that jackass.
Yeah, we left him, and apparently he's now pulling shit with my family. So that's going to be fun to deal with.
Okay, well, that's very interesting. Honestly, has nothing to do with the business. Spell's gonna end soon. Just sell the drugs. There's a large margin of profit. Whatever she doesn't keep and whatever isn't sent to me, you guys can have. That's kind of the arrangement that was kind of already there. If you want to renegotiate, you'll have to, and then the spell ends.
She picks the scroll up and puts it back into her coat.
I can't believe your boss is actually an old friend of ours. That's funny.
I'm sorry.
Rose,
He will kick all of your asses, including mine. So please, don't fuck this up.
we're not going to. If he's an old friend, we're definitely not going to.
Good.
Rose will turn to Graves. He's an old traveling companion of ours. When we went up
Not much
north,
like
he
that.
was with us. And then at some point while we were in one of the villages, he just kind of vanished underneath a pile of snow, and we never really saw or heard from him again.
She like walks up to both of you with her hammer still drawn. I work under, and she points to Ryoma. I worked at my place. I will help the crew in combat. Just keep your crew away from my drugs unless they're buying.
They will be instructed not to tamper with them under pain of
If they're buying, that's different.
discipline.
Yeah, I mean, if they're buying, they're buying. We would prefer if they didn't, quite honestly. We kind of need them focused.
No, it helps focus.
Not
Oh, it's
that
good.
kind of focused.
Is it Adderall?
Okay.
No.
Well, back to the other boat. Sivian, you're there. They have all the dead. I'm not moving their tokens because they're on the map layer. They're all lined up side by side except for the ones in the water.
Whoopsies!
And they're kind of like, fuck, those ones are too late anyways.
And now, what precisely did you want me to do?
Cup approaches you. You see him cast a spell. And then he... Sorry, I don't have a native tongue to you. Simple. I need you to bless these ones that died here, so that way they don't go to his ship.
He looks over at Graves, and the others. I don't understand. They're dead. They can't go to that ship.
You don't know the tale that's been brewing these past few years.
Which
Or months?
one?
Months? There is a ghost ship that has been sailing the parts. And when pirates or sailors die, their souls, if they're not blessed in an according amount of time, can go to the ship while the ship scours and takes out other boats during the night.
This does sound familiar, but not from stories.
We have seen this boat once, and the man piloting the boat is a very intimidating individual. Thankfully, he was in combat with another crew.
Huh. I think I need to speak with Rose and Vulcan about this. This sounds terribly familiar.
Well, can you bless them, please, before their souls may be having to go to the Broken Skull?
Aye, they died in combat, an honorable death for anyone who fights. I will give them their just dues.
He bows and tips his hat. Thank you. The rest of you lot, let him be and get ready to go. And you hear him mumble, thank God we got rid of those drugs.
Yeah, he'll go through and do his version of his prayer.
That'll be like, what, 10 minutes?
I guess.
Yeah.
A minute.
I'm gonna
a
wave
minute per
goodbye
bed.
to my new Minotaur friend.
Give me a persuasion.
Oh God, we might have a
No.
Minotaur.
No,
No.
no, no. He is not allowed on the helm. Son of a bitch! It's a 21.
Just join the party.
Oh God.
Yes.
The snoot!
Brock, I'm warning you right now. You are not allowed to train him to operate the helm.
I'm
Not allowed
going
to
to.
drive.
I'm not
Okay.
only going to teach him how to drive. I'm going to teach him how to fight.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Actually, you know what? No.
No.
Teach him how to drive just so we can show Roberts how much better we are.
I want to boop the snoot.
And all I did was wave goodbye.
He's like, no, I don't
Yes.
want you to use me.
I'm too attached.
You waved goodbye
what?
very
I ship this.
alluringly.
I ship this.
Because the little conversation they had, he is now convinced to join the winning side.
Fair enough. We did kick the 11 shit out of him pretty
Hey.
quickly.
That's why they wanted the ballet.
I mean, I don't think the captain really wanted to die, considering I just ran up and pretty much focused him.
So, you guys, all you spellcasters, give me an Arcana check.
So,
Ooh, goody.
Mine, you know what, Chris? I'll let you have an Arcana check too.
Donka.
I'm gonna suck at this.
Same.
I got an 8.
15.
Wait. No, I'm using that for. So sorry, it's actually
10.
a 11.
17.
Okay.
I actually rolled low.
So, Vercon, are you gonna flash yourself again?
I would, but no, I'm not going to.
Okay. So, Vercon, you know that all those glyphs of glyphs of warning, and when they're either destroyed or open without a particular person doing it, fireball at 9th level goes off on each rune.
Oof. Vorkon's gonna start chuckling to himself.
Want to share the joke, Vercon?
Should I point out the flaw in that, or are you doing DM bullshit?
You cannot do anything.
No, like out of character.
He's
DM
pulling
bullshit, got
DM
it.
bullshit. Vorkon's gonna look and go. You might want to warn the entire crew. They so much as touch one of those to open it. They'll die, and we probably might lose a chunk of the ship.
How big of an explosion are we talking about?
Oh yeah.
Looking
Oh,
at
shit.
depending on placement, either a quarter of boat, half boat, or all boat.
Yeah, like I said, if they so much as look at him funny, they'll get lashes.
Well,
Perfect.
considering that it won't activate with heat, yes, it can be locked up, and I'll just fly out through the window.
Yeah, let's just knock these up entirely so they can't get to them. And still inform them that just no touchy. No touchy at all.
Bad touch.
I feel like I must make a slot so that I can have people sign what's being worked and then just slide it out. Yes. After I finish the work.
Alright, Sivian goes back onto the other boat at this point, and now they will pull the plank away.
Rose is going to look to Sivian. You are never going to guess who her boss is.
No, I'm not going to guess.
It's Zook!
Pause for a moment. Wait.
The one with the frog you don't lick!
The first of his name?
Yes!
No.
Yes!
Yes.
He's got a
Also-
successful drug business now. I'm so happy for him.
Huh.
Lorelai's gonna give Rose a weird look.
Interesting.
Rose will look at Lorelai. Hey, I'm just encouraging following your dreams. Just because I don't find it particularly morally correct doesn't mean that I don't want to encourage him to be happy with what he's doing.
That is a very dangerous notion, love.
I know.
Are you going to tell the same thing to Roberts?
Oh no, I'm gonna put his head on a pike.
We don't have any pipes.
Hypocrisy
Right.
So,
or favoritism.
considering that the Minotaur joined the crew, and he's the one who shot me. Nice shot.
He
Alright,
snorts.
I'm going to walk over to him. So, what's your name?
He points to himself. Me?
Yes,
Etar.
Etar. And do you know how to spell that, dear?
E. Tar.
Alright.
Good enough.
Do you have any particular skills?
He points to the wheel.
Alright then.
I guess that's just the luck I get with a nat 20. He's automatically knows how to sail the ship.
Alright then. Then we will put you on a shift for sailing.
Okay.
Do we want him to take over for me or Heckler Jones?
You see Smee walk up to Balric. Hey! Meet me in your office in 10 minutes. And he walks off.
What now?
Lorelai's gonna look up at the Minotaur and go, "You look like you have a very soft nose."
The last person that said that lost whole arm. Clean cut cow! Please don't touch nose.
Hey, I was just saying.
I love how it's so aggressive, and then just like, please don't.
Etar no like nose being touched.
It's alright.
Etar
I
will
will-
now go and sailboat.
I will add Etar and Crown to the crew list.
I think
Dad.
that's
I've already got it. I'm
Oh,
doing
okay,
that right
good.
now.
He doesn't like his nose touched.
Oh, Jake, since I've been watching this lady load the drugs and stuff, can I use my know your enemy thing on her?
Yes, you can. She is superior to you in the strength score.
I want to know if her hit points are higher or lower, and her armor class is higher or lower.
You have 102 hit points.
Correct.
She has higher hit points. And what's your AC?
20.
She has lower AC than you.
Mm.
Any other questions?
Nope.
Okay.
Alright, crew list has been updated.
Well, I have no business being up here now. I am going to my room.
Hmm. Well,
Hello.
since we know what Etar is good at, I'm actually gonna ask Crown what her skills are in case she wants to do work around the ship when she's not, tending to her wares.
Brown will look at you. I follow Ryoma.
Rioma, you have a fangirl.
Call me fangirl again. I take hammer, shove up ass, make popsicle.
He liked that.
Rose is just going to look at
She's
her.
very aggressive.
Darling, you are the definition of thick thighs save lives.
Dunka.
Stop flirting. You're married.
Just
I mean,
Graves
you're not
scolding
wrong, but
Rose.
that doesn't mean I can't compliment her.
Sivian, as he reaches the stairs, I did not say I didn't condone.
That's it.
Just slight disgusted look at her father.
She looks at Sivian as he goes downstairs, approaches Rose. I take him and fight.
Darling,
For your
best
hand.
anyone could.
I kill him
Really?
and throw him overboard.
Lorelai looks. Please don't.
Rose is just gonna look
If-
up at this
if
woman.
he dies and Captain takes prize, I fight Captain. That is all.
Okay.
And she walks away.
I am flattered.
I don't want to be
I
left without a
eating
parent.
popcorn.
Yeah, since the Minotaur is going to take over rowing or steering the ship, I'm going to jump over the front and so what did you mean that you were going to follow me?
I knew another swordsman who had kimono like yours.
Hmm.
He
Do you
said
happen-
something about a shogun. What is a shogun? This word is new to me.
It's basically like a king. It's
Oh,
the closest thing I've seen to one, anyways.
the shogun be coming and trying to take over water pots to expand territory of kingdom.
The new
You
shogun?
she shrugs. Couple samurai that what you call yourselves, yes?
A long time ago, but
A couple have now disbanded from Shogun and have been on various boats. They might want you to be there too, maybe. I don't know. But I killed that one. Because he messed with Beryl.
That's fair. I don't plan on touching the barrel.
Good. But his fighting style was honorable. He smacked hammer out of hand, so I picked up hammer and did the same to him.
I don't particularly fight the same way my people used to.
Yeah. Well,
It's a good way to get killed when you're fighting multiple people.
we fight side by side. I judge.
Fair
but
enough.
until then, that man was very honorable. Most honorable man I fought to date since joining and being Zolk's dealer. Zolk's dealer gives great honor. And then she goes up to there and looks at this. Teach me, Minotaur, how to drive boat.
Which I guess means that he's also teaching the other crewmen that I was teaching.
He can, if you want him to.
Hey,
Take shifts.
hey, Etar.
He snorts.
Since you're probably better at steering the ship than anyone that's on here already, would you mind teaching some of the new sailors how to do so?
He nods.
That way you don't have to be stuck sailing the ship all the time.
He nods.
Perfect. Now, if you guys need me, I will be lounging in the sun.
Rose is going to go about her duties of making sure the crew are doing exactly what they need to be doing, as well as assisting when she needs to and where she can.
Yeah. And I'm going to make the rounds to make sure everybody knows don't touch the barrels.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage.
$29.
Even the Goliath knows better at this point not to fuck with the barrels.
I explained very clearly what will happen if they try. And how screwed all of us will be.
They
Hey.
all nod.
Most.
Excuse me? Can I summon my familiar?
What?
Please?
What?
Can I cast Find Familiar? And summon my
can't.
familiar?
I can't stop you.
No
It
one's
takes
going to
10 minutes.
counterspell it. So.
That's fine.
Surprise, counterspell.
No, my
That
baby.
would be such a dick move. That'd be like the most pettiest BS someone could do to someone.
Oh,
Yeah,
takes an hour to find from that.
yeah, it's a long time.
All right,
So
well,
she's-
you're gonna be
she's-
doing that.
She's basically sitting on Sivian's bed doing this.
Okay. All right. Now, someone is waiting in a room. What is everyone else doing?
Yes.
I'm
Oi!
chilling with the Minotaur.
I got 2 words for you.
Yes,
Well done.
Mr. Sneed. Ah, praise. Thank you.
Yeah. Question. Because I heard different things. Are you a pirate or a pirate hunter?
Yes.
Perfect. I respect that. I was told that I was joining a pirate, and pirates are low-life criminal scum that just stick to the seas because they don't want to be, facing execution. But this I can get behind. I will train the crew in combat accordingly. You have my respect.
That's good to hear, Mr. Sneed.
And I'm sorry I doubted you, but no offense, you don't look that convincing.
Yes,
Harsh truths.
I can understand that. That is harsh but fair. It does help, however, because it convinces some people to underestimate me to my advantage.
Perfect. Wow.
As
If it
you
makes
were,
you feel
Mr.
better,
Sneed.
I told the crew if we were ever asked to do, the seamen, if we were ever asked to do combat, we had to flail our arms like a bunch of nannies. But now we will train them to be adequate soldiers.
Ah, so you were testing
I
out my
bamboozled you.
competence.
Yes.
I can respect that.
Perfect.
Wow!
I can respect you.
How do you respect that? He intentionally made
Hey,
himself
hey,
look
hey,
incompetent
hey,
in front of the
You're
entire
not there,
crew?
Hush.
Valeric respects the hustle.
Makes
Ah,
no
a man of
sense.
culture. Perfect.
Always respect the hustle. He did good.
What?
So, I will train them. You don't have to worry about it. However, I ask that you're there to be like a part of the training to boost morale so that way they know that their captain is also learning how to be a better fighter.
I have no objections to that.
Perfect.
I
Then
could always use more practice.
we will start after dinner.
Excellent.
Permission to leave your room.
Permission granted. As you
He
will.
walks out and he closes the door and you hear, "Ah, my asshole, the walk of shame!"
Rose will look to Sneed. Hello, Sneed.
He looks at you. Hold on, I gotta roll a deception. Oh, give me an insight.
Oh, this ought to be good.
Oh. Oh no.
You
19.
both believe
Oh.
that he's doing the walk of shame.
So, were you spanked or pegged?
Yes. He doubts me good.
Well, impressive captain.
And then he goes to the seamen and tells them to do stuff and they disperse. Alright. Anyone doing anything for an hour before her spell goes off?
Oh, that is an excellent question. Give me
I
a
guess
second.
I'll make some notes on the map to plot, because we're still plotting the course to drop anchor like a few miles off the shore of the Elden place, right? Before we move on.
That was the plan.
All right. So I'll be looking at the map and making notes.
Oh yeah, Chris, didn't you want to talk to Melinda about something? When you left the other boat?
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I was waiting.
Yeah, you did. No, Rose is just going about her. Doesn't really take that long. Pull her aside when you need.
Oh, I know. I could pull my wife aside whenever I damn well please.
Alright, it's been an
I mean,
hour
if you
then.
do that in combat, good luck.
Sir.
Hey, that's the best time because that's when.
Alright, you got your familiar.
Hey.
Did you ever tell me which one you wanted?
A pseudo dragon.
Is it a
He wants
girl
a bit-
pseudo dragon?
He wants Oh no.
I have a stabbing implement in my hand, sir.
No, it's because of Virgil.
He's got a
Virgil's
girlfriend.
boy.
Yes, and if she has a girl pseudo dragon,
He
don't
might
want-
be interested, but we don't know his
There you
type.
go.
that's why the question was brought up.
There's your pseudo dragon.
I get dragon. Where? Do
Are you your pact of chain, right? Do you have that evocation?
For which one?
Unless let me pull it up here. I don't remember pact of chain.
If you have packed a chain, you automatically are able to just summon up a pseudo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
The evocations just allow her to either, give them
Yeah.
attack orders and stuff.
Yeah,
Or-
you're packed of chain, right? No, because you can't summon a pseudo dragon as a familiar unless I think you're packed of chain.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or
So are you packed of chain?
I am packed a chain.
Then yes, you do get a pseudo dragon. And
My
it
dragon.
is the same scale color as your patron.
Oh hell yeah! So
And it has
Simeon,
beady red eyes.
oh hell yeah! I love it. Is it a boy or girl?
Oh boy.
Yes.
I think that's a you get to choose.
I don't know.
Okay, I'll let you figure it out later.
Roll a d2.
I'll let you figure it out later. Carry on.
Okay. So Simeon just watches his daughter sit there for I don't know how long, and instantly, small dragon. I've missed you so much, buddy.
It looks at you, it smiles, and then looks over and it flicks its tail at Sivian.
That's my dad, buddy. We don't bite him.
Still flicks its tail at Sivian.
The Sabian sits down at the desk. That's a couple times now you've called me that.
What?
Understand that I have spent years training to do my job for my queen. And I have spent years fighting in combat, in war, to earn my title. Yet, I feel that I have not done a damned thing to earn that title. So why?
As you make me feel safe. 'Cause you're the only family I have. 'Cause I know no one else around here would ever show me such kindness automatically. Anyone else would have rejected me. Mom said you would. I was so scared that you would hate me after you found out all the other ones are dead. But you still let me stay. You still let me stay.
Well, she's right about one thing. There is an incomprehensible amount of hate in me, but it is not for you, child. It's for her. Because it is her actions that have led to their death, not yours.
She just nods quietly. She's on the verge of tears, if not already.
He moves over and gives her a hug.
She's hugging onto him, making sure she doesn't smother the tiny dragon, but she doesn't want to let go currently.
I am sorry for the suffering that you have been put through thus far. And my ignorance of your existence is no excuse. However, I do wish to not only keep you safe, but also keep you happy. You are family. And Nora and I am keeping you, my daughter, Lorelei Vorskeg, as happy and as safe as I can.
Congrats, you have a sobbing teenager. She's sobbing both. She is hysterically sobbing because she's basically thinking, "Oh, thank God, someone wants me."
You doing all right over there, Graves?
Peggy
My
would
heart.
like to intervene.
I'm
My
fine.
heart.
Do I need to perform my clerical duties of resuscitating you?
Lorelai must be protected at all costs.
She'll die next session.
You.
I will murder the world.
You already want to.
I
Anyways.
No, that spell is not allowed.
I
Carrying
didn't ask
on.
for permission.
Carrying on.
Yee.
While you guys are downstairs, someone knocks on the door to Sivian's room.
Oh god.
Still sitting with Lorelai and petting her head. Who is it?
No.
Oh boy. Oh no.
He walks over and opens the door. Can I help you?
He looks you up and down. I just wanted to know if it was true.
What?
Zook said he was surprised you were still alive. So, I wanted to know what exactly you were. I now know.
And
Weak.
I'm sorry, what?
Weak.
Oh.
Oh, dang.
Is there anything else?
Duh.
Well,
Blessing of Thor to you. You'll need it next fight. And she turns and leaves.
Wait a moment.
slams that door shut. Oh, I'm going to have words with Graves after this.
Meanwhile, Graves, a fly comes to your earlobe.
Back up.
Hey.
You got some drugs on the boat now? Mm.
Don't touch them or we'll all explode. I've already told the crew.
Nah. I want to meet the provider. I have gold.
Oh, well, in that case, I'll introduce you. Oh, and we should
Perfect.
probably also tell Rose that
Jeez.
No. This is even funnier. We'll see how long we can keep up our secret affair. Tell her to come to my room with some drugs. I'll have some gold. And it won't be your gold, I promise. And the fly buzzes off.
that's reassuring.
Out of character. What does he mean his room?
I was just about to ask that. Is he living in my closet?
Your room.
Oh, okay. My office. Okay, cool. Jeez.
Alright, you guys can carry on with your little conversations as the boat is being sailed by a Minotaur. Let me roll a d20. Nat 1. I'm just kidding. This guy knows how to pilot. I don't have to roll.
Holy freaking you up.
Yes.
I don't need to roll for this guy because, they actually have proficiency, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
'Cause I was watching.
Roll.
Yeah, I was staying up watching them just in case.
No, they know what they're doing.
Okay, cool.
I was having PTSD from a Minotaur driving.
Yeah, they know what they're doing. All they need to do is know the course, and then they will go about the course.
Alright.
Okay, cool.
Um,
I'm actually going to go look for Crown.
Crown is downstairs, polishing her warhammer.
Raising.
There's a
Alright.
warhammer. She's polishing it. What phrasing do you need?
Moving on. Crown,
Duh.
you have a customer.
How much?
He'd like to meet you in my office.
Picks out a bag, knocks on barrel, scoops to fill bag. Duh. Lead the way.
Alright. I bring it back to my office and look around for Shock.
The door closes and the flies manifest to Shock. Hey, you got the drugs.
Your customer.
No, not weirdest thing I've seen. 2 platinum. Holy shit! Can I sample it? Duh. Pulls out a finger with the stuff. He sniffs it. Holy shit, my flies are buzzing. Alright, you earned your money. Duh. And then she leaves. You see the flies go into the bag, and then the bag is completely emptied, but the flies are just laying there. And then you see, at this point, Crown is now topside, just doing stuff with crew and helping out.
I'm going to go and check on Dante.
Okay. You go downstairs. You see them still talking. You didn't see them up top at all during the combat.
Not surprised. What's their conversation this time?
Crown actually is their conversation.
Hello,
And
boys.
Oi! I got a question for you. Who would win in a fight? Crown or Smeed? She doesn't have, at least I don't think she doesn't, a penis to divine smite punch.
At the same time, though, I think Sneed would probably just forfeit in order for a... Actually, no. Given her style, he would probably need to fight her really hard in order to impress her. Because he may actually want a chance with her. I don't know. I don't know his type. In fight between them? I honestly don't know. I would have to say I think my money would be on Sneed, actually.
They shrug. Okay, whatever. Virgil looks up at you and coos.
You come over and pet him. Hello, little one.
He yawns sleepily and then goes and lays his head back down.
And just kind of stroke his head a little. I do have news for you, little one. I used that mirror of the past to look at Dante's father. I didn't see what was in the jar, but whatever it was attached itself to him. So there is a chance that the man that we fought and killed, and whose body I burnt and destroyed and used to basically explode the entirety of that church, might have actually been him. Meaning there was a chance we may have already killed Dante's father.
He, looks happy for a minute, then burrows a glare, and then looks at Dante and glares, and he will sting your hand. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy.
Because that was Dante's job. He's like, yay, he's dead. Wait a minute, you stole his thing.
You are sleepy as hell.
Really, little one.
You see a little, whiteboard appear in your mind, and Virgil appears in, a teacher outfit and writes his job with a bunch of exclamation points and underlines his, and then crosses his teacher-like arms at you.
And I will look at him and I will say, I know, but currently he's in no condition to do so. And I only said there was a chance. I am going to try and confirm it with the crystal ball tomorrow. By actually scrying him.
Virgil looks at you, and then looks back at Dante, and looks back at you. And then he looks at Hui. And Hui laughs. He says, tell Dante that Sivian would beat him in a fight right now, and he thinks he'll wake up.
Alright. This should be entertaining. I will pet the little one on the head, and I will lean over the tub. Hey, Dante. You know, I think Sivian might actually be able to beat you.
Roll me a D100.
Holy shit!
This will be entertaining.
If he punches me, worth it. 23.
Beware. Beware.
The water glows a bright red, and then it goes back to the blue. Interesting.
That was certainly a response. I mean,
So
I mean, let's see if I can actually continue this, and I'm probably going to make this worse for myself. If I die, tell Sivian I love him. Hey, Dante. I mean, you have been laying here quite a while, and he's been getting vastly stronger. He might actually be able to take you and fry you.
roll me another one.
Oh boy.
92.
Where's the
Give me a
slight punch?
dexterity saving throw.
Can I use my reaction to uncanny dodge, please?
No.
Damn it. 18.
So a hand flies out of the water, but it's not a normal hand. It's actually a demonic claw. As it grabs your head and bashes it into the side of the tub before the hand goes back down into the water and it looks normal. Please take 8 points of bludgeoning damage, and then from Virgil you're taking 6 when he stabbed you.
So 8
Oh.
plus 6 is...
14.
14.
Thank
You're
you.
getting him pissed off. Keep it up. I want to see how this happens. Wade just magically summons popcorn.
Well, if it gets his lazy ass up and stops me from having to worry about him.
But that was a demon hand, so how about we just call it a day?
Yes, that is most concerning. Come on, Dante. We all know you're stronger than that demon. Now you just need to prove it. I'm gonna step away from the tub before I say this next bit and look at it and just be like, that demon's a bitch compared to you.
They eat the popcorn rather quickly. Okay. What are the rest of you lot doing?
I did have one more thing.
What?
I was going to pet Virgil on the head one more time, walk back to my room to where I sleep with Vivian. Is the small one still on the bed?
I am here with Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Its name is Hydra.
Yeah,
Small adorable one,
you still be hugging.
please remove thyself from the bed. I need to collapse into it. I have been stung by a switter dragon because he got angry at me, and I am very sleepy.
Hey, she gets up, quickly holding her own in her arms.
I will promptly collapse onto the bed.
I have
Is
actually
Miss
put
Rose
away
okay?
my... Okay.
Sorry.
Well,
Okay.
he probably upset Virgil. Well,
I didn't just upset Virgil. We got a reaction out of Dante. Problem it was a demon hand, but I think he broke my nose.
do you need me to set it?
Please.
Hold still.
Crunch, crunch.
Pretty much.
Oh, yeah, at least I could breathe out of it now. I'm going to take a nap,
That'd be a good idea.
because I just got my shit rocked by a baby. And an unconscious man.
Okay. So I'm going to put away my maps and charts and whatnot, and I'm going to actually go down to see Sivian.
Who now sees an unconscious Rose, and then Lorelai and Sivian just chilling out hugging.
Oh, well, that's adorable. Is that a dragon?
This is Hydra. This is my familiar.
Ah. Hail Hydra.
Yes, you
Sivian,
deserve to be
when
hailed.
you were on the other ship, did you happen to see or hear anything of interest?
I don't know. DM, did I?
You mean the ghost pirate?
I'll get to that. Beyond that.
No, other than that, they were just getting their boat ready.
Okay.
Hmm.
Now that you mention it, I remember something that we talked about, and it sounds terribly familiar, but I don't quite remember from where. I'm gonna have to talk to. Oh, she's already passed out. I'll see if Vercon remembers. I need my memory to be jogged about this one.
Not asleep yet.
Well, love, do you remember anything about a ghost ship?
There was the one that disappeared in the storm. It was fucking creepy.
Oh, that's right. The ship in the storm. Wasn't it chasing us?
Yes, and then it went down, and then it reappeared as a ghost ship later on that night.
That's very interesting.
Apparently the captain of the other ship says that it shows about randomly and takes over entire crew or whatever. And they seem to believe that if I didn't say that, give their dead prayer, that their bodies and or souls, they weren't very specific, would have been taken by this ship to be added to its crew, I guess.
Oh. I've been spreading stories around like that, just to enhance the mystique. But I had no idea it was really happening. You said you've seen this ship before?
Maybe? If it's the same ship, I mean, I have to see the ship now in order to confirm if it's the same one we saw in the storm.
Yes, that was also the same night that you and I first confessed our love to one another.
Well, that's not a great omen for your marriage.
That's not a great comment to be making.
Hey, just saying. As long as you're aware and taking precautions.
And the precautions about your self-preservation.
Sidian, please.
Oh, what's the matter? Everyone can seem to poke fun at me.
Well, who?
Rose will poke Sivian.
Name a living person on the surface.
Dante.
Done it.
Vercon.
Done it.
Ram.
Done it.
Exactly.
My point. The surface hates
maybe
me
you
about as
shouldn't
much
make
as
it so
I hate the
easy for them.
surface.
I mean, the surface is kind of scary.
I second that.
To be honest, little one.
I once knew an old man who said, humility is the best defense against humiliation. I didn't listen to him, but maybe you should.
I'm sorry, did you say
Isn't that a bit hypocritical?
humanity?
Yes.
No, humility. I have a sleep and I'm the one that's hearing it, what he's saying.
He was a very wise man. Shame he died during the escape.
Uh-huh.
Lorelei's gonna go over and pat his shoulder.
So,
It's okay.
do you have anything else you wish to speak about other than the gossip from the other ship?
It's not gossip, it's intelligence.
It's a gossip. It hasn't been confirmed.
That's what intelligence... Never mind. Well, at our current course, we should reach the waters off of the Elven coast in... Deanne, how far are we from our destination?
There you go.
Yay,
We
man.
We've
had
only been out
just-
for 8 days.
We had just barely left the
Really?
canal.
That's all the progress we've made?
I think we're only
Yes!
day
Yeah.
1 into open sea.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Huh. I guess it just felt longer than it was.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
still got like a couple, like at least a couple weeks before we even make it to where the intended destination.
Hmm.
I mean, it only felt like that because we actually stuffed a bunch of stuff in it.
True.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's very true.
Well, I'm glad you're here now because I have an earful for you, Graves.
Make it quick.
Honestly, aside from not having to deal with killing them, what did we actually get out of this?
One heckin' strong woman and a minotaur who can drive.
Of loyalties who are not ours.
Doesn't she work for one of your old associates? I don't know why you're bent out of shape about it.
Okay, Zook is a very particular individual, and that particularity is simply about drugs, so far as he grabbed a toad and proceeded to lick it.
It showed us
No.
colours.
So
It
now,
showed us colours.
take this
Reminds
into
me of an
consideration.
eccentric shopkeep I once met.
So now,
She
with
was very
that in
pretty.
mind, his particular interests do not necessarily align with ours, and that, therefore, neither does his employees.
Rose seems to like him. That's good enough for me. She seems like a decent judge of character.
Right.
Rose just lifts her head slightly. I mean, I married him.
I will not hold that against you.
I know.
Love you, dear.
And she deals with, obviously, because of Zook, drugs, which I personally don't give a damn. Considering, well, I mean, we have our own sort of thing under the sea.
Hmm.
But
Isn't it Pepper?
yes, dear, it is, among other things.
Well, you asked what we gained out of this arrangement. I'll tell you. We gained 2 capable fighters, 1 capable pilot, and we avoided putting ourselves on the radar of the Pirates Guild before we wished to be.
He raises an eyebrow.
As
What makes you think we're not already?
honestly, I don't think that they've noticed us yet.
Roberts is alive.
But regardless, sinking a ship of one of their guild members would raise our profile.
What is our
Before we're
purpose?
prepared.
What is our purpose as a crew, Graves?
Is that a rhetorical question?
It's to eliminate the guild, yes?
Yes, but that's not going to happen overnight. It's a long-term goal that will require preparation.
Exactly.
We are not prepared.
Exactly. And what is the best way to eliminate a large force?
But Sivan, utterly destroying the one ship was honestly not worth the trouble, and I think we actually profited from the
Supplies.
exchange.
The answer is supplies. A large force cannot maintain
Oh yeah, thank you, Vercon. Also income.
a frontal assault with any given force that they might be engaged with if they run short on supplies. Now, for you, surfacers, those supplies only become available to you through finances, apparently. So, take away one, the other, or both, and you cripple them.
Okay, I'm waiting for you to get to the point.
Clearly that particular ship was acting as a guild farrier, hence the drugs.
Yeah, the drugs that they no longer have or
What's to stop them from
getting
grabbing another?
income from. Sivian, our crew is largely untrained. Until we have more capable fighters at our disposal, extended battles that can be avoided. If they can be avoided, that's better for us, honestly.
Now, I agree with you, considering the level of experience that this crew is. However, one of the greatest teachers you can find is experience.
Well, now they have more than they did before, but I'm not ready to throw them all into the deep end just yet.
They hardly gained anything.
Sneed has agreed to see to their training.
I don't trust him.
We'll
to
give him
train
some
anyone.
time, but he is more competent than he lets on. Let's give him time to work, and we'll see how they stand. Let's say, well, whenever the next opportunity arises. But
What do you mean
give him
he's more
time.
competent than he let on?
Exactly what I said.
So what, he lied about his and his companions' capabilities in combat?
Yeah.
What? Why? What is the
He was
purpose?
testing us. Well, testing me.
To
really.
demoralize us.
No, he wanted to see if we were, if we could handle ourselves on our own before he fully committed. It's very sensible. I probably would have done the same, honestly.
No. What he did is have a slap fight like children in front of an entire crew of inexperienced peasants.
Yeah, he sold it very well.
As the first mate, what does that say when your first mate is an incompetent combatant who is supposedly trained as a warrior?
You know,
What does that say about you as a captain, Graves? Take that into consideration, your own appearance.
Most of our crew, until they joined up, were just, average people. So even, from their point of view, even the slap fight was probably, very impressive. But the point is, it was a charade, and it served its purpose. Honestly, I can't be mad at it.
That makes one of us.
So, I'm sure you have yet to meet a person you can't be mad at.
Dad?
Yes.
I think if we see it from the point of view, if my information is correct, and she's going to look at Balric, your wife is his patron, correct? Or at least a god he follows?
We're not technically married yet, but sure, yes.
And wouldn't it be his job to make sure he represents his gods well, like you do for Thor or anyone else?
Aye, that should be his intention.
And if that was, no one really wants their patron's significant other to look bad. And if it takes a little rough treatment, then shouldn't that be okay if it gets the job done? I mean, honestly, I wouldn't want to end up humiliating my patron more than I already probably have.
She has fair points that follow along with my own, Graves. By putting that on that humiliating display of incompetence, he has both degraded the value of the appearance of his own goddess, your lover, as well as your competence as a captain in having and maintaining a crew of worthy individuals to those of inexperience. We have peasants who look up to our officers and see that they cannot even handle simple tasks that they are being given.
I think you missed the small one's point.
No, Dad. If they see that he's now, if Mr. Smee is now going to start showing him respect, and wouldn't that cause them to go, "Oh, he's earned that then"? I guess it's Smee's way is his way of helping his goddess be represented is to help Graves, even if it was a little unorthodox. I mean, this is a pirate ship, and he is a pirate.
No, he is not a pirate, and this is not a pirate ship, is it, Graves?
No, but Smee's a pirate.
It depends on... He's a paladin, dear.
He's a paladin?
Yes. But it depends on your point of view, honestly. I think you'll find that, a lot of things depend on your point of view. So, from a certain point of view, I can see your point. However, like I said, it depends on your perspective.
My perspective is my own. If I were to look up to my commander and watch him flailing around like an infant and calling it combat experience. As a fledgling soldier, that would demoralize me to believe that I am being led into combat by such a pathetic individual.
Hmm.
And
Well.
that his commander not only intentionally brought him along, but gives him prominence in his position, makes me judge even their character.
Hmm. Well, that is your point of view. But I'm more of a ends justify the means fellow most of the time. And as far as I can tell, no damage has been done. And as I said, he's going to start seeing to the crew's martial training. That's good enough for me. I see no reason to dwell on
I
his
will be
conduct.
attending the very first session to see this display of what he calls martial training. If it is more slap fighting, I will replace him.
You are welcome to challenge him whenever you so desire.
I do not wish to cause unnecessary quarrel aboard your crewmates.
It wouldn't be a quarrel. You want to verify his credentials? I don't think he will object.
No. Because it is something he wants, and I will not give in to his indulgences of violence.
Anyway, if you wish to attend the first session, we're starting after dinner.
Am I allowed to watch too?
If you so desire.
Okay. Well, if no one else is doing anything, we'll go to the combat session.
I'm sorry, the what?
Combat
After
session.
dinner. Yeah, after dinner.
I mean, Vercon's gonna be doing what he normally does. He has a project to finish,
Correct.
which will be done tomorrow.
Which is one whom I will be visiting after dinner.
So dinner is served. Peggy has helped serving out the soup. And then you all eat. And then the combat happens on top, where Sneed and his 4 seamen gather everyone. And he puts his hands behind his back and arches over. So, you want to learn how to fight.
Okay, never mind.
What? What are you doing?
Well, I was going to stop by Vercon after dinner. I told you that.
Oh, I thought you said after the fight. Maybe.
No,
The fight
after
session's
dinner.
happening right after dinner.
Well, you gotta congregate.
Question. Did Sivian wake up Rose for dinner?
Aye.
Alright, so that means I'm awake, which means I'm going to go back to, after everyone's done with their dinner, making sure that those are not a part of the fighting lesson are doing their jobs.
Okay.
Yeah.
They will be doing their job dutifully.
What's Lorelei up to?
She's either following you or sitting around like a puppy.
Is the pseudo dragon with you too?
Yeah, she's on her shoulders.
Okay. I will have a comment momentarily. Carry on.
Aye, Vercon.
See, she's following Sivian.
Is that a pseudo dragon in your pocket? Or are you happy to see me?
He doesn't have any pockets. Her reaction is, I don't have any pockets. I just have a skirt.
You guys are interrupting Michael.
Well, actually, they interrupted Chris because I answered yes, and then the jokes.
Do you have a moment, Vercon?
I can tuck and work.
I have received unfortunate concerns. There is a... Bollocks, I gotta remember the word.
Disturbance?
The shark people. Always forgetting their names.
They're not worthy to remember.
the name of the race for the shark people. Jake, help.
The Salachan?
Salachon, yeah.
Just remember, it's like Soratron.
Son of a.
Just Sala.
Soratron became a salad. All right. The Salachon, they have their own pirate ship, and currently the captain of said ship is hunting after me specifically because he wants my glaive. And he has likewise challenged me to a one-on-one duel, which I am inclined to honor, as is my culture. However, I am well aware of the disadvantages between my physique and his. The Salachon are vastly stronger physically to us merfolk. So, if at all possible, do you think you can enhance either the armor that you had given me, or maybe even the amulet in which Rose has given me, to be able to match such power?
I mean, possibly, but it's gonna take time.
Well, we, at least to my immediate knowledge, have 7 days. Because I've been able to expand my knowledge of foresight that far and know that we will not encounter him. Thanks to Odin's words.
Okay, but there comes a problem with that. We won't encounter him, but what else are we gonna encounter?
That will be a concern when it comes upon us. I can only look so far to gather Odin's foresight over specific concerns, not general.
Well, as such, I can try to work on the things, but you need to also know that if I'm working on something, you're not going to be able to use it while I'm working on it.
Understood. If that be the case, I will leave the armor with you, considering I still have my old set. Still.
I'll see what I can do.
That would be greatly appreciated, friend.
Tell Rose, first thing in the morning, she needs to show up here.
Absolutely. I believe I'll be seeing her above deck here in a moment anyway. Apparently, I have to go and witness a combat training exercise provided by Sneed and his accompaniments. We'll see how well that goes.
Well, okay, have fun. I'm gonna make something. As he starts hammering back away at the mostly rapier-looking item.
Mostly.
I mean, it still needs the rest of the day to finish it.
Fair. Yeah, at that point he'll end up going upstairs.
Hi, Uncle Vercon.
Hello! If you want to learn, stop by.
I'll keep that in mind.
He has fully accepted being called Uncle Vercon. That is adorable.
Why would he care?
It's still adorable.
Anything else?
No, I just go upstairs and begin watching Snee's little training session.
Ah, Syrian, good of you to join us.
Y'all want to learn how to do combat. He draws a sword and a shield. This is a sword. It's obvious. This is an extension of your arm. And this is a shield. It may protect you. some of you aren't good at it, and I get it. That's why we have these. And he, like, brings out barrels of other weapons. Everyone grab a weapon. And if you go and examine, you realize that they're, like, clubs and short swords and daggers and bows and stuff like that, and some crossbows.
Ah, simple weapons.
Indeed!
Oh, sorry.
What do you want?
Out of thing, Lorelai actually separated from her father real quick and decided to poke her head in Dante's room.
Okay.
She's a little curious.
Okay, I'll get to you in a minute then.
Okay.
Because you're not going to be at combat.
Hmm.
And then Smeed will gesture once everyone gets a weapon. This is how you slash. This is how you thrust. And if you have a different weapon, meet with Seaman number 2 and 4. They'll teach you range weapons. And then you see 2 of them go over, and they will gesture and start training people on how to aim and pull effectively and shoot at targets. And he's actually quite honorable in training. He's teaching basic maneuvers for parrying with the shield and using a sword at the same time, and other various simple combat techniques. And it seems everyone's slowly getting the hang of the ideas. Ryoma, you're quite impressed with his training ways, because he's not the normal mad person he is on top when you hear him yelling over everyone.
Can I tell how skilled he is?
Yes, you know that he is equal to your skill level in class levels.
Interesting.
And Crown is also up there, watching, leaning against one of the masts, and just having her arms crossed. The Minotaur is also participating because he has a great axe, and he will gesture and help people with two-handed clubs to properly swing them.
I gesture at Cillian to approach.
He does so.
Well?
Well, what?
I thought you came up here to render judgment.
I'm still rendering. As I
You need to update your hardware, friend.
As I'm seeing, he's doing a fabulous job of showing people simple things. Here's a weapon. Here's how you slap with it.
These people are peasants. Did you want them to start with advanced fencing?
Oh, why are you so angry at Goblin?
It's alright, Crown. He's like this all the time.
No, I'm not.
Why are you so angry?
Because this goblin decided to make a show of incompetence.
So he swindled you?
He lied in front of the entire crew.
Yeah, while you untangle that, Mr. Sneed.
Hi, Captain.
The exercises seem to be going quite well. Unfortunately, Sivian here has been casting aspersions on your competence. I've tried to reassure him that you know what you're doing, but he's hard to tell, I'm afraid.
Perfect. The next thing I'm gonna do is teach him some tricks, and I need a volunteer. Sivian! Get your butt up here, or I'll come to you. You pick.
He raises an eyebrow. What do you want, Sneed?
I'm gonna teach him a new advanced technique.
Go on.
I need a volunteer. Get up here.
And what is it you wish to teach them?
Stop pussyfooting around. I'll step up.
Get off me!
Get off me!
Just because I'm tiny doesn't mean you need to step on me!
Hey, I saw the walk of shame. I know how you roll.
He like gives a very devious grin at Ulrich. I know you did. They all did.
Ulrich is trying not to laugh.
Simeon doesn't know what they're talking about because he wasn't there to witness this. He just simply raises an eyebrow and turns to Graves. What did you do to him?
Rose is going to walk past.
He pegged him and or spanked him.
Is that what he said?
She just keeps on walking, continuing about her duties.
Then he leans in closer. What's pegging?
No.
I'm so glad
gives a
Lorelai
chuckle.
isn't here.
He chuckles. Anyways, he steps forward and he smacks a rune on his shield, and he grows this size.
Sure.
Alright, draw your weapon.
Okay, I will grab a club from one of the barrels, so it's not my actual sword.
You don't want to draw your fancy sword. I got it. Respectable. He draws out his sword, and he's going to make an attack against you. What's your AC?
My AC is 20.
He hits. Give me a strength save.
Sure.
Hmm.
8.
You are disarmed as the sword smacks against your hand and causes the weapon to fly. Now give me an acrobatics. He then puts you in a headlock with his arm. This is what we call the smack away and grab a Rooney. I'm working on a different name. It's trademarked at the moment. Don't steal it.
Shouldn't you wait
And
to
if you
trademark
wanna-
until you have the name?
Hey, you know what? Common sense is something that this ship lacks, and I'm a part of that. And if you want to get technical, he uses his foot to like, while he drops his sword to pick up the club. You can even take your opponent's weapon.
I've done that before. It's actually really good.
And then they're disarmed. So even if, and then he like fake pushes Ryoma out of the grapple. Even if they break free, oh look, he has no weapon. But with Ryoma, we all know his hands are weapons, so that doesn't count because normally people aren't like that.
Yeah, and you will have to watch out for some people. You might sometimes have to ready an attack because there are some people like me. I will do a non-lethal unarmed strike against this guy,
Roll a punch.
which
You
will
miss. But
miss.
for the purpose of the thing, I will say you hit.
That's fine. And then I'll just like go 55 feet back.
And he tries to like ready to attack, but you're too fast. See? No one can be like Ryoma that often. Now, if we do it with like Balric, as the giant goblin walks over, if he runs away without using magic, I can hit him really hard.
It's true.
And I could probably hit Sibian harder.
Also true. There are other tricks that you should be aware of, however. For the purposes of the demonstration, I will cast darkness on myself.
Okay. So now the entire boat is filled with darkness.
It's
Well, at
only
least
15
the area.
feet.
Yeah, it's still, a good chunk.
Is it for the next 100 years?
Anyways,
A joke. Nice.
anyways. So yeah, there's 15 feet of darkness now.
I'm not sure if anyone can see the aura that I put on, but it's there.
No, we can.
Yeah, that's
But I
unfortunate.
can.
Okay.
But for 15 feet in a circle, you all know that there is now a dark bubble.
Rose just walks past.
You don't have double sight yet, do you?
Yes, I do. Rose just looks in,
Waves at Rose.
waves back at the captain, continues about work.
Graves, why am I blind?
line. Best line.
This cheap wizard trick.
At least he's not the Wizard King.
Mm.
Duh.
No.
But he
He
must
is a
be
very
wizard
scary
too.
fellow. Duh.
True, he is Wizard Quest.
Duh. Very convincing. You are now pierced by wizard. I will cleanse you. Come here.
What?
Hold on, is she a paladin or something? Anyway, I guess I'm curious, so I'm going to walk towards her. Also note that for the purposes of the demonstration, I guess, wait, can Sneed see in magical darkness?
You don't know.
Okay, well, I walk away
Okay.
towards her because I'm curious to know what her deal is.
Graves,
guess I
turn the
gotta
light
say
back
it.
on.
Ah, yes. Okay, I drop concentration on darkness.
Thank you.
Duh.
Opportunity attacks are more difficult if you can't see your opponent. And by more difficult, I mean usually impossible.
Okay.
Alright, so what did Crown call me over here for?
She's gonna cleanse you.
Okay. With soap or...
She pulls out some water and sprays it on you. Bad wizard.
I'm not a wizard. I'm a sorcerer.
Same thing, just different word.
And also a warlock, I guess, technically. Actually,
Different
It's a-
hat.
He's not wearing a hat.
sorcerers don't wear hats.
He's not
Exactly.
wearing a hat, though. Neither of you are wearing hats. Zook doesn't wear a hat.
I need a hat.
Duh. You look good in hat.
Thank
Hmm.
you.
I will cast Minor Illusion to see what Rose will look like with a hat on.
What kind of hat?
Top hat.
Hang on. It's like a wide brimmed hat.
Sun hat?
No, like one of those hats from like the late 1700s.
You mean like the
tricorn?
No, not a tricorn.
The one that's basically flopped this way but up this way and held by a pin and has the feather in it.
No, more like a
Lady hat?
Barbosa's hat.
A what?
A Barbosa hat.
I'll get you a new hat. It'll have a big feather.
Okay, well, now she's in a Barbosa hat.
I don't know where my hat is.
It's a very
Yeah.
smart look for you.
Thank you.
She looks competent. Who is breathing to the hurricanes? Knock it off.
I apologize, my mic is weird.
Hurricane Melinda inbound. Jesus.
Hey, that is a name we have not used yet.
Fuck, please no! I would never get it from you guys.
I'm gonna
No.
send in a petition.
I mean, I already got enough with the freaking Sundari Loli Ifrit.
I love her. Change nothing.
Now I have a lot of questions about your type of women. Anyways, I go back to doing my thing. Goodbye.
Very charming.
And yeah, the rest of combat goes fairly well. Smeed is now a giant for the next minute, and he is teaching everyone how to be able to grapple and potentially multi-attack.
Yeah.
So, you stuck your head in a room.
Hi!
You see... Where are you at? You see a tub that's like a pure steel tub filled with water, and it's glowing blue from the top from what you can see, and those two sitting in a corner. And they look at you. Who are you?
I'm Scythian's daughter.
The Goliath looks that way. He has a dick. He must be a certain size, I guess. I've never seen him actually have testosterone to back it up.
Oh dear.
Alright, well, that's a big word. I don't know what that means, but okay. Why are you in here?
Starting to feel bad for City.
She honestly, she points at the tub. I'm just curious about him.
What do you want to know about him?
Well, I know his name is Dante. And I heard he's pretty strong. But
Yeah?
is he gonna wake up?
The way he looks at him. Depends on him.
Hmm.
He got insulted earlier, so why don't you insult him? We see if he wakes up.
My daddy would have already woke up by now.
Maybe, unless it takes a certain someone. Go ahead, wake him up. Try and wake him up. This is good for our knowledge.
She does kindly just approach the tub. You realize people are. She just goes quietly for a second. You know, a lot of people are worried about you.
No response from the tub.
She just stares. She honestly does not have any idea what to do. She goes, in all honesty, if you were really that strong, well, you would have woken up by now. My dad probably would have woken up by now.
No response from the tub.
Interesting. Is the tiny dragon there?
He is there. He looks up at you and he's like, "Who the fuck are you?"
She just kind of look over and kind of hold her hand very carefully out to the dragon.
What's
Hi.
his tail?
This is Hydra. She points to her own. I hope you two can get along.
Virgil looks up, glares over at the other two, and glares. And in your mind, you see a chalkboard appear with Virgil in a student outfit, and he writes, "I'm the OG. Step off."
Do you share a personality with him? Because I really hope so.
The board writes, "Familiars tend to follow the people they care about in personality."
Interesting.
So he's going to be
off.
a little... No. She just goes, no!
He glares at you even harder.
She glares right back.
Give me an intimidation. High 2 shall roll intimidation.
Oh, this is gonna be fucking funny. 14.
15!
He got so excited over that. I was startled a little by the dragon.
You are intimidated. Step off.
God damn it.
What about Hydra?
Huh?
Hydra didn't roll.
Hydra wasn't glaring.
Oh, fair.
You didn't say Hydra was glaring.
Hydra wasn't. Hydra doesn't care. So she just looks to Dante, looks to them. I'm sorry, but I for some reason, Miss Rose was very tired when she came into the room. I'm not gonna risk it.
That is good.
I'm not risking it for the biscuit. Thank you, though.
That is it. Also, we have a question. We met Crown.
Yes.
Who would win in a fight? Her or your father?
I don't feel comfortable answering that question.
Your concern about answering it faithfully is enough. He holds out a hand, and the Goliath hands him 5 gold. Damn it! I was really hoping some people would say the fish.
I don't get me wrong. I do love my father, but I don't like females very much.
That's it.
He's
Not
gonna.
Well, they go back to their chatting.
He's gonna quickly leave.
Okay.
She's gonna quickly leave and probably have to. She's gonna go back to her own room.
Okay. Combat is over. Well, the training for the day.
It will be my loss to a fucking dragon.
Dude, their charisma modifier is not great, so I was like, okay, cool. Let's go.
Thanks, Dream.
Well, you're welcome. Is anyone else doing anything?
Hell
I'm doing
no.
my job.
Ooh, the fast.
Once that's all over, I guess. Return back to below decks. I ain't got nothing to do up there.
Okay. Well, I guess I will do some scrying if no one else is going to.
We had already used. This was our 8th day. We had already used
This
the
is
mirror
another-
and the
didn't-
crystal ball.
Hasn't another day passed since that?
No.
Is this all the same day?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, wow. It's a busy day.
Yep.
I mean, there was a reason I said for Sivian to deliver a message.
Oh yeah, he would have
What
done
the
that when he
heck are
came
you doing with your
upstairs.
mic, Michael?
Huh?
What the heck were you doing with your mic? It was making a crackling sound.
That's when it comes in contact with my beard.
Ah, the beard is so magnificent.
But yeah, no, he would have given that message to Rose before heading back downstairs.
Alright, I can be there. Or as well finish up our duties and then go down to the room. Should actually stop in and knock on Lorelai's door.
Hello?
It's Rose. May you come in?
Yes?
Rose will open the door, but she'll stay at the doorway. Wanted to check in on you. What are you doing?
I'm good. I went in to see your friend earlier.
Oh?
Yeah,
How did the introduction between Hydra and Virgil go?
he told me to step off.
Ah,
Hydra didn't really care. But the small one, the other one apparently got offended.
somehow I'm not surprised given Virgil's personality. Especially since it's so similar to Dante's.
Yeah, that's what he told me. I didn't realize. Is he gonna wake up soon? Do you know?
I wish I did. You see, dearie, there's a monster of sorts. But there's a very real one in his head that he's having to fight in order to regain control of his body. And he's fighting it by himself.
Like depression?
Essentially. If he loses, we'll have to kill him.
Oh. Oh, so not like depression.
Eh. If he wins, though, I get my friend back.
Will he tolerate me? I really
I
don't
think
feel like
he
getting
would-
yeeted off the ship.
I think he would absolutely adore you. You're too adorable to do such horrible things to.
That's not his dragon thought.
Well, sometimes Virgil gets... I don't exactly know what appropriate word to use.
Grumpy?
Virgil is Virgil. Cranky. We'll go with cranky.
Has he
It's-
usually eating helps me get not cranky.
I think he's cranky because he misses Dante.
Well, that's understandable.
From what Dante told me, he found Virgil as an egg. Raised him himself.
Hmm? So why does him and Dad not get along? She's actually... Sorry.
They both have very strong personalities and think in two different ways. When people think in two different ways and both have very strong personalities and forces of will, they tend to butt heads more often than not.
That's understandable.
Especially when their opinions differ so greatly.
Dad really doesn't like the surface.
Well,
I can understand why. This whole place is terrifying. I mean, mind you, I can't exactly say and understand, but understand is I never really left my home or was allowed to for my entire life. And outside it was very scary. And people can be very rude and mean and cruel.
I
I'm
thought
just
they
lucky I
calmed
found you
one.
all when I'm just lucky I found you all when I did.
Well, little one. You're on a ship now, which means we're going to be exploring the entirety of the world, meaning you'll be able to see as much or as little as you desire. And you have your dad. And he will protect you at any cost. And just so that you know, I would do the same. What is precious to him is precious to me.
Thank you, Miss Rose. And I'm sorry about being cautious around you. I have issues with other females.
Because of your mother.
Yes. It left an impression that can't really be taken away so quickly.
Make you more comfortable if I were to walk around the ship as a man.
No. I wouldn't want you to change like who you are or anything, but and consciously I would know cuz you're you and it's it's hard to explain.
It's fair, though. I can understand having particular fears after certain traumatic events. I have gone through my fair share. Hmm. Do you like bats?
Huh?
Do you like bats?
You mean what?
Bats are small, fuzzy creatures with wings.
Those are
It's like-
flittermouse. That's
Yes.
the flittermouse.
Yes, those. Do you like them?
I do. They're very cute. They can be very loud though.
Wait right here. Rose will go into her room and pull out a necklace. And come back in and present a necklace that looks like a bat. I found this in an ancient tomb. It's not cursed. I'm going to say that right now. It's not cursed. I already had Burkon check over it.
Can we imagine Rose giving her a cursed necklace and Sivian looking at her like, the fuck?
Rose would be panicking too.
The fuck?
So Rose will present this necklace. It's not cursed, but I thought it was very pretty. Would you like it?
She smiles and nods and holds her hands out.
And she will hand her the necklace. There. I think it'd look way better on you than it would on me.
She smiles and she does say thank you. And
Now-
she does look at Rose and go, I do hope, since he seems to love you so much, I hope I can get over this quickly. I do want us to get along.
You don't need to get over anything. Go at things at your own pace as much as you need to. It took me a while to... Well, I'm still working on getting back to my old personality, and honestly, I don't fully want to go back to it. I was young, stupid, and got one of my best friends killed with my arrogance.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Give me a wisdom saving throw, Rose.
Oh boy!
Yeah.
Why?
20.
You felt like you were being scryed upon, but you shook it off.
Rose's eye will twitch and she'll sort of look over her shoulder for a moment. I'll need to alert Graves. And then she'll look back to Lorelei. Well, I will leave you back to your book. Sivian should be down shortly.
Mm-hmm.
You two can cuddle. Perhaps you could have him read to you a bit.
I'm 11, thank you very much. I can read to myself. It's an automatic response.
I have no doubts about that, but sometimes it's just nice to hear his voice read to you. There have been times where I've had him read simple letters to me to help me fall asleep.
He nods, smiling.
Rose is then going to go up to Graves.
Hmm.
She's gonna go right in. Graves?
Yes, Rose? You know, it's a good thing I wasn't in a compromising position when you came in. You really ought to knock.
Like you were with Sneed earlier.
What a prick. What a jokester. What is it that you came to see me about?
I was downstairs talking to Lorelei when I had a sudden sensation that I had been scryed.
Successfully?
No, I shook it off, but
That's good.
at the same time, I don't like the fact that someone is scrying us.
Yes, this is the second time someone's attempted that.
First Sivian, now me.
Was it Sivian? DM, was it Sivian or me that was scribed the first time?
Who was you?
Oh, right,
Yeah,
it was...
that's what I thought.
Never mind
Let
then.
me make sure I was remembering that correctly.
Yeah, it was actually... Right. I even had it in my notes right here.
So, someone is interested in watching me, and someone is interested in watching you. It's possible that it's the same someone, but we can't be sure yet. Who would
It could
have
be-
means to do such a thing?
A lot of people.
It's fair. Okay,
It is
who would
both
have
can be used
means,
and an object.
motive,
Oh.
but who would have means, motive, and opportunity? Because
Roberts.
yeah, that's really the only person I can think of. The list of people who would be interested in both of us is pretty short.
Yeah, I think that would basically be along the lines of Roberts. And... perhaps? No, they would have been scrying on Sivian, not you or I.
Is it possible that Roberts detected our earlier attempts to observe him and is now trying to...
He passed a note to my father that I couldn't read. During one of the points when we had scryed them, he had passed a note to my father that I could not read. What if that was him notifying my father that we were scrying them?
It's possible. But from the brief conversation that I had with Roberts, it astounds me to think that he would immediately deduce it was us. It could have been...
Never underestimate an opponent, no matter how much they piss you off.
I mean, it's not impossible, but if he did surmise that immediately, it's quite impressive. I have to think about this. But I guess we'll all need to be aware that these attempts are being made.
Indeed. I'll check with Sivian to see if there are any spells that he knows of that can prevent scrying on the ship. Or at least prevent people from scrying on us.
It may be easier to well, I know his list of projects is continuing to grow, but it may be easier to have Vercon manufacture some kind of item that will shield the ship from scrying attempts if such a thing is possible.
Well, I do need to go and see him in the morning. I could talk to him about it then.
Yes. How's Lorelei, by the way?
She was downstairs reading. Apparently Hydra and Virgil met, and Virgil asserted dominance.
Interesting.
She seems to be getting a bit more comfortable around me.
Well, that's good.
Poor thing. If I ever meet her mother, I'm going to choke, hold, and slam that woman to the ground. Like, I will attack her on sight.
You're underneath.
Everything that poor child through.
Yes.
If there's one thing I will not tolerate, and my own mistakes were made in this as well, it's harm coming to children. And I almost did that with my bond to that woman. Which thankfully I changed despite my now cursed situation.
Which was, for the better.
Aye, true. Honestly, I should have talked to Morrigan first.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Anyway. Yes. Well, until we can find some way to prevent being scryed, we'll just have to be on our toes.
Speaking of the possibilities of being scryed, tomorrow I am planning to scry Dante's father. If the man is still alive, there's a chance he may try and scry us back. I'm just
alive.
Heads up on that.
But didn't you blow him up along with an entire building?
I am not entirely positive that that was indeed Dante's father, given the demonic situation that was essentially going on, and I want to be certain.
That's fair.
That way I can let Virgil know, and maybe if I tell Dante it will piss him off enough that he'll come back.
I mean, it's worth a try, I suppose.
Though I will tell you this, if Dante comes back as a demon, we're going to be forced to, 1, kill him, and 2, it's probably going to end up with us losing a few people.
Maybe we should keep him in a separate boat that we tug behind the main boat?
No.
He's like a duck.
Yeah, maybe if we capture a smaller ship.
Perhaps. If we do have a smaller ship, though, I think we should work on eventually getting a second ship that I could take over so that I'm not stepping on Sneed's responsibility, since Morrigan did place him in the first mate position.
Well. Your suggestion is noted. It's not a bad idea. I was trying to think of something to take down to Lorelei, but I am having a hard time coming up with ideas. I'm not much of a craftsman.
I had an idea. Perhaps the next place we're at, where we're actually stopping and would have time, perhaps we should throw her a little party. Get her a cake.
Yes. I like this idea.
Show her that she's loved and appreciated and we enjoy having her around.
Yes. Might take some of the edge off her anxiety.
But we'll keep the girls away from her, and we don't want to crowd her. So I would say more of a private affair.
That's fair.
Especially no Peggy.
Peggy?
No, Peggy.
Peggy terrifies the poor child.
Peggy. Oh, wait, is that the, right, that's the one. Right.
The one that honestly needs to go into retirement.
The acolyte.
No.
Okay.
Either way,
Hmm?
we should talk about this more later. I am still a little tired from getting stung by Virgil earlier.
Still, wow, that's quite a wallop.
He certainly packs one. After all, Dante is familiar. I would expect nothing less.
That's fair. Oh, costume clothes. Costume clothes. Okay. Do you actually want a hat?
I have a hat in mind. Wait, don't I have Robert's hat?
Did you take it? I don't remember if you took it.
You did.
I'm pretty sure I have his hat and coat.
You did.
I don't remember.
How did you get
that.
those?
I remember going about getting the coat.
I remember I had specifically said that I was going to be taking his hat and coat.
Yeah, but you haven't yet.
Ah,
Okay.
in that case, Rose will look to Graves. I have a
You
particular...
want it for your own personal trophy collection.
Essentially. I have a particular hat in mind already, so
That's fair.
I shall wait until I have that one.
That's fair. Carry on. Aha. Alright. I'm gonna sit at my desk and fold paper for a bit.
I'm going to go downstairs, bid Lorelai good night, and pop into bed.
What would I roll to make a paper crane?
I'm not going to ask you to roll anything to make a paper crane.
Oh, okay.
You just fail because origami comes from my country.
Real mind, you make me something.
But we've been sailing together for a while.
And you think he's gonna just give up the secrets of origami to you? How
Very presumptuous.
I can't teach you because then that would be cultural appropriation.
Oh no.
Okay.
Ryoma with an origami sword.
Thanks, Ryoma. We've all been cancelled.
You're welcome.
Okay. Well, fine then. I guess I could just... I will draw something. Because I'm bored right now, and I've done all my rounds for the day. I'm gonna actually sketch the pseudo-dragon.
Okie dokie, you go do that.
Which one?
The new one. Because it didn't snap at me.
No, Hydra's polite.
Okay, so, you guys sleep through the night.
I will give the fun roll.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, I'm good.
You remember, you don't get your spells, though.
Oh, I know.
Are you going to take a short rest in the meantime?
I get the only thing that the short rest, which would probably be dinner, is for hit die. So yeah, I'll go. Come on. Yep, I'm done.
Yeah.
There. So yes.
Okay, so nothing interesting happens throughout the night. Is anyone up on the top deck?
Is this the next day?
No, it's night still.
I stay on the top deck, so I probably
Give me a perception check.
Okay. But
So in the distance of your vision, like almost where it's hard to see, it looks like a storm is brewing and coming your direction. But it quickly takes and changes course and goes an opposite way.
If it helps at all, my passive is 19.
Like I said, it changes course and goes off to a different way.
Interesting. If it doesn't seem to be following us in particular, I'm probably not gonna make a big fuss out of it until people wake up.
There's some feedback.
Okay. Alright, so it is the next morning. We'll take a quick break though. Come back in 5 minutes.
Cool.
Yay!
Alright, welcome back everybody. It's the new morning. Caw, motherfuckers.
Caw, motherfuckers!
Rose
You
will make
all hear some rummaging, and
no.
Crown, on your rounds, is actually getting stuff ready and trying to get everyone moving.
Huh. Proactive. All right.
Rose appreciates this and will give her a nod of appreciation while making her first round of the day, make sure everyone's doing their work, and then go and see Vergon. Knocking on door. You awake?
When do I sleep?
Fair question. I am not surprised. Sivian said you wanted to see me.
As soon as Rose opens the door, Burkon's gonna turn around and say, "Catch!" and throws the rapier with the sheath at her.
Is this my new shiny?
Yee!
Shiny. Ooh, he's so pretty. What does it do?
You remember all the bullshit Hood did?
Yeah.
Yeah, all that. It shoots beams, makes light. You can heal with it. But yeah. And there you go in that chat for in case you need it. Obviously, it's still listed as the Warhammer, but it is now the Rapier.
Thank you. I'm going to need to put that on my sheet. Quick question.
Yes.
Would you happen to know a way of maybe creating something or doing something that could prevent people from scrying on us?
No idea.
With you.
I know there's ways to do it on individual level. Areas? Maybe?
Can be done on an individual level. Would it be used on like a spell or an object?
Actually, I personally can't remember if there is a spell that actually does that. Anyone know?
Not to your knowledge.
An anti-magic field?
Well, that's something different, and we don't want one of those over the entire ship. That I know of. Items? Sure.
Well,
Anything?
if it's an enchantment on an item, would you be able to enchant the ship?
Most things like that are tied to a person. So, like I said, I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe.
I figured I would ask. Because, well, Graves and I have both been scryed upon.
Yeah, I know. I told you all that his scrying was happening.
Yes. But it only recently happened to me last night.
So what you're saying is we gotta step some people.
Indeed. Graves and I think it's Roberts. We're not entirely certain.
I mean, he'd more likely just cause problems. Why would he care where exactly we are? And if he is, he would... Why would he go after Graves instead of going after you first, going after Sivian, considering the two of you were the more potential problematics, or even potentially me, because, well, let's face it, I didn't leave that on a good term.
That's why I'm questioning whether or not it actually is Roberts.
But there's also so many people it could be. I mean, we did just piss off a god. Granted, a god wouldn't have to worry about trying to figure out who we were, and it would just scry us and we'd be fucked no matter what.
True.
So...
Well, I still figured I should ask at least. And thank you again for the rapier. I'm going to go back to work, essentially. Fun. And I'm now going to start adding this into my sheet.
Alright, why you do that? What else is everyone doing?
I am going to take the sketch I made down to Lorelei.
She is half asleep and getting ready.
I knock.
Oh yeah, come in.
How are you?
Alive. She's obviously still half asleep.
Well, it beats the alternative.
Aye.
Yeah.
Huh?
Here you go.
It's Hydra! And she's
Yes.
gonna go and wake up her little sleeping pseudo dragon. Look, Hydra, it's you! It's so pretty. And she's gonna go and go back and hug Graves. Thank you.
You're welcome. And is that a necklace?
Hey, Rose gave it to me.
She did. Where did she get it from? It's very nice.
I don't remember. She said she got it from a cave.
A cave? What, like a spooky cave? Like a tomb cave? Like a...
She just gives that over-exaggerant shrug.
You know.
Huh?
You know, he looks side to side. It could be cursed.
No! You would never do that to me, would she?
Well, no, I don't think so. But maybe the curse... Maybe the curse doesn't affect you. Maybe it just affects other people in your vicinity.
Mermaid powers.
Of this
What does the necklace look like?
It's a bat.
It is silver, and it has an image of a bat on it.
Okay,
So
cool.
you have the bat, and then
Yeah.
it has chain links going back to link it.
Okay. Cool. I subtle spell cast alter self to turn myself to make myself look like a Batman, a bat person. Ah! It is cursed.
Children!
And so Sivian and Rose only hear the girl scream, Batman!
I'm upstairs. I'm working.
Sivian's not!
Fairly concerned, he comes to her room
The necklace is cursed!
and sees whatever the hell Graves has become.
It's like a werewolf, but a bat.
He's seeing his daughter kind of panic over the necklace being cursed.
Can I actually? Can I realize that it's actually Graves? Or like how far did you take this?
I mean, it's the alter self spell, so it's pretty basic. It's just I look like a humanoid bat.
So you don't look
He
like
looks
you,
like
is what you're
Mad Bat.
saying.
Huh?
So what you're telling me is you don't look like you.
I mean, my general features are still there.
No, you look like a furry.
I'm bat-like. Sure. Sidian, don't come any closer. The necklace is cursed.
I'm sorry, brother.
I got a 22 to punch you.
Okay. Cool. Ow.
Dad, I'm sorry. I didn't
What the
mean
hell, man? Oh, wait. Let me check something.
I love it.
Yeah, okay. Well then, in that case...
Great.
Wait a minute.
Begin the brawl!
Graves.
I maintain concentration, I guess.
Wait
it's
a
like,
minute.
ow, what was that for?
Graves, is that you?
Yes.
Why?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it.
No, it's fine, Lorelai. It's fine. I dropped concentration on the spell. It's just a practical joke. Well, everything's good.
Oh.
Can I?
In that
can I-
case, I punch him again.
Really?
Really?
Oh, okay.
Can I hit him with a pillow?
No.
Damn it.
Took 7 fire damage.
Hold on. I gotta make the save. That was a dexterity.
Yeah.
I do not make the save.
Take
And
7
got
fire
right again.
damage.
And remember, you handed Vercon the armor to work on.
No, I'm aware.
Yeah, 14.
I thought he had resistance.
I
did
did
on
from
the
the
armor.
armor.
Oh!
The armor that's now in Vercon's possession.
Okay. It's like, dude, it was just a joke. Chill.
Then I point to the door. You should be ashamed of yourself for picking on a
Actually,
child.
no, actually. Don't take 14 fire damage. Take 14
It doesn't matter. I don't have resistance.
ice damage.
There's no
Because
such
you need
thing.
to chill.
No such thing as ice damage.
I use transmuted
Cold.
spell.
So
Cold
it's just
damage.
cold damage? Oh, okay, so then now
Yes.
I am taking half.
Yes.
Because that I have a natural resistance to.
Yes. But you need to chill. So now it's cold damage.
And you're saying he needs to chill and Lorelai's crying behind you because she's going, what the fuck just happened?
Oh, okay. No, Lorelai,
This poor
it's-
child has been tortured. You should be ashamed of yourself. This is another shallow incident all over again. Now go pout in your room. You're grounded.
You can't ground me. You're not my
just-
mom.
I just did.
Lorelai, it's...
You just
I'm
tortured my
fine.
daughter. Consider it a fair judgment call, considering who I am.
Lorelai,
bitch.
I am fine. I am not cursed. I cast a spell that allows me to change my appearance. Everything's fine.
That was mean!
I'm sorry. I didn't think you would actually buy it. I was just joking around. You were supposed to laugh.
Ha.
Anyway, I'm gonna go about my work now.
Good idea.
Note to self:
He's-
not great with practical jokes.
Or
and they
children.
hear a squeaky voice to the side going, you should be ashamed of yourself!
It can't talk.
Damn it.
Maybe I should have tried something funnier, like a clown.
Your actual face.
That's mean. My face is quite handsome, thank you.
Anyone doing anything important this morning?
Nope.
Rose said she was going to do scrying. But aside from that, I think it's just normal duties.
Okay, cool. Do your scry thing real quick.
Alright. Let me pull up the scryology.
And while that's being done, I would have ended up, starting on the armor, attempting to do an effect to increase the strength of the wearer.
Alright.
So that's gonna be a fun one.
Ball.
I'm gonna tell you right now, give me a intelligence, just a flat intelligence check.
I'm gonna flash a genius it to a 16.
As an artificer, you know that this is nigh impossible to stack multiple enchantments on certain pieces of armor or weapons or items in general.
So this would be one of the enchantments that trying to stack on would be nigh impossible, and if I could, it's gonna be a lot of effort.
Right. Maybe more resources and effort than you have at the moment.
Okay, so something for potentially further down the line. At the current time, a no. So with that, he would go and go Sivian with the arm. Yeah, that's gonna be beyond what I can do at this time.
Disappointing, but it was worth a try.
I mean, I might be able to in the future, but that's gonna cost a lot of resources and time, and probably more than
We'll
I
see
can
if it
do
matches
now.
in the future.
Ready when you are.
Ready when you are.
Alright. Then I'm ready.
Okay, what are you using first?
I'm only going to use the crystal ball for today and leave the mirror for anyone else who wants to use it.
Okay.
I'm going to be scrying Dante's dad using the crystal ball.
Yeah. You scry, and it takes you to the ruins of the church.
Is that all I see? There's nothing about?
Nope. That's all you see is the ruins of the demolished church.
Alright. I will then proceed to go downstairs to where Dante and Virgil are.
Yeah. Virgil looks up at you.
I'm going to stand a little ways away from him. So, in light of your previous reaction, I'm going to stand over here. I scried Dante's dad with the crystal ball and have indeed confirmed he is dead.
He nods and lays his head back down.
May I pet you?
He looks at you.
Are you still mad?
He looks at you.
Gonna approach and pet him.
He allows the pets.
And give him all the pets. And then look over at Dante. That should be some good news for you. On some level.
No response out of the tub.
Just to make sure you heard me. Dante. We killed your father. And I burned his body and burned down his church.
should have said that.
You better damn well thank me on some level when you wake up.
Okay. Give me a minute.
And Sivian made the final blow.
Give me a deception check.
It's going to be a 24.
Okay.
Actually,
You just
no,
wanna
who
see
did make the final blow?
Rioma.
That was Ryoma. I was just doing that to see if he would wake up.
I think it's funny.
You get a thumbs up from a hand, but the body lies still.
No one tell him when he wakes up.
That's at least somewhat of a sign. I'm gonna give Virgil some more scritches and then go back to my duties.
Virgil glares at you.
It was worth a shot to see if he would wake up. It was actually Ryoma who made the final blow.
He really glares at you now.
Have fun with that.
In your mind, you see a flashing neon sign that says, "I'm the OG." And then he lays his head back down.
I just look at Virgil. All hail Virgil, the mightiest of pseudo dragons.
He acknowledges this. Anyone using the other part of the of the mirror, the window, to the walls?
Me! So,
hate that song so much.
Verkon's actually going to use the mirror on the crystal he's got.
What crystal do you have again?
As I named it, the Crystal Mini Boom.
I don't remember where you got that.
It was the part of the power source for the church. Wow.
Oh yeah! You see that it's through that. You see it's created by the crazy man up top, and he points part of the fragment at it, at like a stuffed doll, and you see a beam of light shoot from it, and it explodes the doll on impact.
Yeah, effectively, he's just using the mirror to just analyze everything that he can from it, and then be like, okay, more knowledge on what I want to do.
That's all you see.
Melinda, have you put in with the scrying?
Yes.
Okay.
Everyone that is on deck side besides Vercon.
Which would now be me as well.
Perception checks.
Keep showing. 20.
23.
That's a dexterity saving throw there,
Oh, I
boss.
thought. Okay, sorry. I thought I heard him say he wanted a deck save.
That's close.
Perception, dexterity saving throw.
Yep,
Yikes,
totally in a line. Perfect. Anyone else up top? Is that it? Only you guys? Damn, okay. Alright, well.
Actually, no, I probably would actually be upstairs working on said perception training, to be honest.
Okay.
So.
I will give you advantage because Jason will help you learn how to use your eyes better.
Well done. I'm getting a 15 then.
Perfect! Ryoma and Rose, you see movement under the water.
That's not a good sign.
It's quite big.
Which side of the ship is it on?
Yes.
Oh dear.
Everyone give me deck saves!
That was really fucking loud and that hurt.
You two will not have the surprise condition.
Well.
Like father, like daughter.
We both got a 6.
Okay.
I need to find something.
The moment
Yeah, I couldn't keep my 17.
The moment that Rose saw the movement, though, she would shout, "Hands on deck! We got something big under the
You
wall!"
don't have time.
Fact.
So,
You might have been able to say, "Hey, boom."
Pretty much.
give me a second here. As giant tentacles
God.
come out from the water and slam into the boat. The boat will be taking on the hull
Got
80
it.
points of damage.
Give me a second here.
And all of you that failed, which is everyone but Ryoma and Vercon, will take... Rose, you take half. So you will take half with the others. You will take 25 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are considered prone as the boat gets swamped.
How many points
What
of
about
damage?
me, since I'm technically up in the crow's nest?
You take the damage as well.
So 25?
Well,
Give me an athletics to see if you fall out of the crow's nest.
Okay, damage first was 25.
How much
So-
damage was I taking?
12.
Okay.
I'll place myself there since that's about where I would be, just underneath.
Got a 21 for acrobatics.
I said athletics.
Oh,
So what's your athletics modifier?
I got a 27 for
Oh, goodbye, crits.
Oh,
Chris's
At
wish came
least-
true!
at least we know that Roll20 doesn't want you to fall out of the crow's nest.
Yeah.
Okay.
So as you rock, the boat rocks, you and Jason both catch on to the side before you're flipped over. Everyone, roll the initiative.
King tentacles.
Oh, nope.
Why is it always tentacles?
Wow.
So,
It's not just tentacles, Melinda. It's tentacles rocking the boat.
I was gonna also point out that
Oh,
Vercon
okay.
was also going to read through and, catch up
Dang
on
it, Brock.
stuff. And,
Hey, Chris Central.
he does make a strike through on one part of the ledger, and anyone can try to find where it is. Because he just, blots out a certain spot.
I know what you did.
Yeah, you better know what I did. But anyways. Oh, good.
Okay.
I rolled.
Are you gonna blast your initiative?
I can't. I've used all my flashes.
This
Really?
is you
The
did.
day
I
just started.
haven't slept.
He hasn't
Oh,
slept.
yeah, that's right.
Oh.
Alright, Riola. You are up and
Sure.
not prone.
Are these like tentacles like poking out of the water?
Correct.
Okay. I will activate.
You should actually be bigger.
I will activate my sword, and I guess I'll fly over here to attack the tentacle boys.
Alright. Roll the hit.
Let me make sure that I have my damage activated, and then, but
You miss.
I will roll a d8 to try to hit.
Roll your d8.
17 to hit.
You miss.
Damn. Okay. A natural 20 to hit.
Alright, there, roll 20. Calm down.
So many crits.
And since it is a crit, I'm going to use one of my superiority die. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, but I'm going to roll an extra damage.
Disarm the tentacles.
I'm gonna do a trip attack.
Okay.
He gets to make a strength saving throw. And if he
Okay.
fails, he falls prone.
Oh,
In this world, you trip tentacle.
roll your damage. So you missed the first strike, but then you cut part of the tentacle off.
Uh-huh.
Anything else?
I guess I will action surge to do it again.
Oh my god! All right, go for it.
Bop, 20 to hit,
You hit.
and bop, 20 to hit.
You hit.
Cool. And since I hit him, let me see how far I came, like 20 feet. I'm going to fly like 20 feet up into the air and be right there.
Yeah.
So from the water, I'd be like 60 feet up.
Okay. The tentacle that you just smacked is going to take its legendary action and smack the boat again. The hull will take 20 points of damage. Whoever's keeping track of the hull's HP.
Alright, it's taking 20.
Yes.
Lovely.
Balric,
Makes life easier since we're
you are prone on the ground. There's a lot of tentacles, and they're destroying your new boat.
We just got the dang thing. Okay, I will use half my movement to stand up. And then I forgot to reset those. It's a new day. I will use my bonus action to drink a potion.
Okay.
Let me see. What is this? 2d4 plus 2. Okay. Then I will use my action. Let's see. Which one I want to cast? Hold on. Whenever you hit it with an attack, also choose ability checks with a chosen ability. Turn. Use curse a new creature. Okay. I probably don't want to do that yet. Okay, yeah. I will cast. Wait, how close are the tentacles to the ship? Are they like on the ship, or are they next?
They are right up on your boat, like a good old anime reference.
Okay, then I guess I won't cast Fireball. Instead, I will. Let's see.
Let him be.
Like, okay, when you say they're, let me clarify. When you say they're on the ship,
They're literally like they're hugging the boat.
Oh, okay, so they're like attached to the boat.
Correct.
Okay, yeah, then I don't
You
want to
can
do Fireball.
still hit them due to their size.
How big are? I mean,
look on the screen.
Okay, yes, granted, but like in terms of the space, like wouldn't all of that just be like lying on the deck, or like grasping?
You do whatever you
don't
want.
matter.
Let him be. You do what you want. What do you want to do?
Look, I just want you to tell me if I fireball them, will I hit the ship? That's really all I care about.
Depending on where you fireball.
Okay. Well, in that case, I guess I'll chance it. And I don't know which one to target. I'll just pick one.
I gotta add a crew initiative. Give me a sec. I gotta put that up there.
Alright. Drag it over here. Since that's the one I am nearest, I will I will use my movement, the rest of my movement, to get to the center of the ship here.
Let him be. Let him be.
Okay.
Hang on. I haven't finished. I'm gonna move before I drag that around. Give me a second. I think it made me lose track of my measurement. 5, 10, 15. Okay, so right there. All right, now then. Yeah, see, it won't. It's not. You have to hit cover. What's the rule on how much of their square has to be covered for them to be considered to take the damage?
Yeah, cover half a square.
Yeah, half of a square.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like you had to cover half of their whole space.
Nope.
Okay, so I guess that will hit both of them then.
Okay.
Yeah, and I
What element are you
use subtle lightning.
Okay, cool. Give me a sec.
I'm gonna roll it.
And I don't think you can stack Mana Magic and Subtle Spell.
I didn't subtle
Like-
spell.
You just said you were going to Subtle.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh well, strike that because it wouldn't make any sense to do that. I didn't mean to. Sorry.
Okay. So you're going to transmutate it to electric or lightning?
Yes, that is what I meant.
Post your damage.
All right. So 37 if they fail to save. If they succeed, then it's going to be, was it 17? Yes. No, not 17.
18.
18. There we go.
Okay. You blast the lightning. They kind of spaz for a minute before they go back to the boat.
All right, that's my turn.
All right, I'm going to need one of you guys to give me a boat stat strength saving throw. So whoever has the boat sheet.
Already got it.
I've got it.
14. Awesome.
Does it have? I wouldn't.
Ryoma
expect
is
it
not
to?
piloting it.
So no proficiency stuffs or whatever.
Nope.
Okay.
Well, technically, the bull is piloting it, and he is proficient with it.
That is true.
I mean, I too am proficient with water vehicles, so I don't.
You're
It
not
only
piloting.
matters who's piloting.
Yeah.
So add a 2 to that.
All right, so 16.
Okay, cool. The ore section will be taking 40 points of damage.
Oh dear lord.
And this one took its turn. Lorelei.
You said 40?
40
Aye.
to the oars.
Alright, I'm downstairs.
And you are prone.
Aye. So she's going to actually. She's getting up and she is leaving Hydra in her room.
Oh, Hydra's gone.
Where the fuck is Hydra?
It only has 7 hit points.
Everyone took damage on that, so your familiar got killed.
Fuck.
I'll always summon her back.
She's gonna slowly get up and go, just fuck. Is there any windows at all?
There is a porthole, whatever they call them.
Can she see outside of it?
You can. You can see a giant purple tentacle.
Alright, she got up and she's going to be heading upstairs very quickly.
Okay, it'll take you, because you have 15 feet of movement, and take you till probably your next turn, if you use your full movement next turn to get up there.
Okay.
Okay, anything else you're going to do?
No.
Okay. This tentacle is going to slam at the sails.
Is it welcoming us to the jam?
I was literally just going to ask that.
Just for that, I'm going to roll with advantage. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I rolled a. What is the AC of the sails?
AC of the sails
highest is a
a
15.
12.
Okay, the sails are getting hit.
Don't we add proficiency to the AC based on who's piloting?
Does it say that?
I don't remember.
It is in the it's in the salt marsh rules, I think, but I don't know if Jake's doing it.
How much of that he's applying?
Well, if I do add the proficiency, which is a 2, you're still getting hit. So I need you to give me an athletics. And the sails will be taking. Wow, I rolled low. 15.
Me?
No, you're
No.
not on the sails.
No.
So
Also,
athletics
Go ahead, Michael.
to 10.
The addition of the proficiency is not from Saltmarsh, that's from Xanathar's.
My bad.
Yeah.
So,
Just clarifying.
You're falling off the sails.
Yep.
And Jason cannot react fast enough to try and catch you.
Question.
Go on.
It attacked the sails, so I'm not taking any damage from its attack. I'm just getting knocked over, yes?
Seems legit.
Correct. Correct. You cannot use your reaction on it.
Neat.
So you're 60 feet up.
Oh, was I? I thought the sails were taller than that.
Mm-mm. Nope, because it would take you like 2 rounds to get down last time.
Right.
If you dash with your in difficult terrain, it would take you like 2 rounds. So you're taking 20 points of damage as all of you see Sivian just fall. Cartoon splat on the ground. And give me a dex save.
An 8.
Okay, you're prone.
Well, no shit. I was already prone to begin with.
Well, you could have made the dex save to not be prone. Because that is part of the falling mechanic.
I was prone before I even fell.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, because now you're in a different state. You have been able to make the save to pretty much.
You could have
correct
landed on your
prone.
feet.
Yeah. Because rules.
Alright, well, you are now on the ground. And no, because he has a tail. He lands on his tail. Vercon!
So Vercon's gonna march out of here and see bullshit attacking the ship.
Correct.
I just can't get a nice day. Just let me work on things. No, fuckers have to show up. And targeting that one.
Okay.
Ooh.
Hey, roll 20.
You know what's the best part? Whenever I ask Chris to make a roll, you guys automatically roll like almost a crit. So I think you guys should just ask Chris to roll before you attack.
I mean, to be fair, he also rolled 2 crits in a row.
That's
He
because I
did.
wanted to give him false hope.
And then
What are you talking about? You make it fucking sound like I had hope to begin with.
Oh my god.
Roll 20 is being really benevolent tonight.
Speak for
it's not
yourself.
that later.
Oh
Roll
my
20 is
God.
flipping Jake off.
No, it's not flipping me off.
So,
Flipping off a certain fish man.
so
So
Vercon,
you were shooting this one?
yeah, Vercon walks out and goes, "Son of a bitch!" Zap, zap, and just crits the.
Alright, so you shoot with your middle fingers, and lightning flies off, apparently. Oh my gosh. So, that's 9. Plus 7. Plus 13. Alright, anything else there, Zappy?
Do I have any potions? I don't think I do.
That is up to you and your character sheet. I do not know what you have.
Oh, I know you don't. That's why I said I'm questioning. Nope, I don't. So yeah, no, he's, and then he's just gonna float up 5 feet.
Okay. This one is going to attempt to attack the ballistas. Well, a ballista.
Which
What
one?
is the closest one? So this one right here.
Okay.
What is the AC of a ballista normally? Isn't it like 15?
Yeah, it's 15.
So 17 to hit. Let's see if I hit. I hit.
That's number 12.
And it will be taking 32 points of damage.
Oh dear. Gonna have a lot of repairs to do after this.
And this one is going to do the same thing. I rolled a natural 1. What is the crew doing? I need a charisma check from one of the captains to try and maintain order and morale as they're getting attacked by giant tentacles.
I'll go for it.
He's got the better charisma.
Hey, Let's see if what you got, homeboy.
19.
Okay, not bad, not bad.
Why is
All
it
right,
gray?
so because he rolled with disadvantage for some reason. So
I didn't roll it with disadvantage. I told it to roll. Okay. I told it
I
to
don't
roll the normal way.
Okay,
Okay, well,
your thing's
whatever.
currently set to roll with advantage, is what's going on.
So
Yeah, it's because I have Elven accuracy.
you have now contain. What are you telling the crew to calm them down?
Okay. Okay. Well, I guess I will just tell them to keep their wits about them and man their stations.
The crew is grabbing their weapons and trying to defend off the tentacle monsters. Rose,
Um, would I be able to? I know you're new ruling, but would I be able to tell them to man the ballistas and aim them at the tentacles and start firing at them?
you would have to roll the attack. You can use your action to declare, and then they can start the aim on their next turn.
Then that is what I will do.
Okay, tell them, not me.
So Rose will yell out to the sailors. Alright everyone, get to those ballistas! Start aiming up the tentacles! We need to bring these things down fast!
Anything for a bonus action?
No.
This one is going to attempt to strike at this nearest ballista. I rolled a 2! How about
Good
this?
job. That's better than 1.
I roll it. Oh, okay. Give me a sec.
And that's on the right, so that's actually the first.
So this one is going to be taking 60 points of damage.
And
Oof.
we've lost that ballista.
So you all see that this tentacle just bats and destroys the ballista as the ballista goes into the water. Blip. Sivian, you've been having a bad day.
No shit.
What say you, my dude?
And
As you are just looking at tentacles.
Oh, I'm very much aware of what I'm looking at. It's not the first time I've seen them.
Or
Oh.
felt them.
Y'all with your dirty minds.
Like you have room to talk there.
What are you doing?
Aaron has no room to talk.
I know. Oh, I've fucking had it with this already. I'm casting banishment.
Ooh.
I'm so done. I'm casting banishment.
Okay.
So the
Beautiful.
DC is a 15 charisma.
So you cast the spell.
Yep.
Which one are you targeting?
They're not all the same creature?
You don't know.
I should, considering I should know what the hell we're fighting. Right.
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? I live in the fucking ocean.
Just pick one, Chris.
Just roll.
Just hit one.
Left center.
You cast the spell, and it looks like all the tentacles begin to fizzle, but they maintain their place.
Hmm.
I'm irritated.
And all of you hear from the water. You killed him!
What?
What?
And we're going to call session there. Because it's
What?
midnight.
Wait, no, hold on. It talks?
Wait, hold the fuck up!
Okay, well, first of all, it's Kraken. They're sentient. Second of all, what? Killed who?
Oh,
We'll
no,
learn next. We'll learn next episode.
please tell me this isn't one of Lust's
Shit.
followers.
Whose? Lust?
The demon.
Oh, son
That
of
wa-
a whore.